I'm coming, y'all. I am coming in a second. Uh, I'm just trying to share this again. And then I can log in so I can get my chat on side me. Hey, Soup Bone. Hey, Uppity. Hey, Aries. Hey, Warren. Hey, Red Wings. So, I am here. So, I was going to do this live stream anyway about Kevin Samuels. Y'all know I haven't done a live stream about Kevin Samuels ever. But I wanted to know more about him before I even talked about him. And I'm eating my dinner, y'all. I'm sorry, but I'm hungry. So instead of me doing live streams based on what other people saw and their opinion of Kevin Samuels, I wanted to wait. I wanted to listen myself and get my own idea of him. Yeah, everybody talk about the way he dressed. Okay, that's fine and dandy, but the way he dressed keep you from the words that he's saying? Really? That's something that I don't understand. So, and then then listening to the world star version of the story when he told that woman that she would be alone for the rest of her life. That was a small part of it. Hey, Pearly Ann. That was a small part of the conversation. Y'all didn't hear the conversation. And I mean, let's be real. She was rude. She was disrespectful. She really didn't understand what he was trying to tell her. Like most women who call. I think what they're trying to do is get the answer that they're used to getting from most men for, in their lives. Whether it be a family member, whether it be a man you're seeing. Let's be real. When it comes down to men in your family and you're being the woman, a lot of the times they don't want to hurt your feelings. So, of course, they're going to tell you what they think you want to hear. They're not going to give you the whole truth, which I don't understand why not. But that's a problem that we have in our community, not being told the truth at all. And I would like for the men in my life to be like, no, that's not what you think you see is not what everybody else sees. Let me give it to you from my perspective. And I think people would be a lot better off not actually saying no, you're ugly, but not being mean. And just saying, I guess giving you what you could do instead. Like when people walk up on children as not the prettiest babies and you don't say, oh, that's an ugly baby. Or you don't tell them, oh, your baby is pretty when you know the baby isn't pretty. You can just find something on the baby that's cute. Like, oh, look at the little ears or something like that. But you don't have to be mean about it. I mean, it's a baby. But at some point, we stop doing that. And I think that's what these women are looking for. They're looking for the lie instead of the ugly truth. And I've noticed in Kevin Samuel's deliveries, a lot of times before he gets to that ugly truth, he's pointing out, I don't want to say what's wrong, but he's pointing out the mistakes in a person's thinking before he gets to that ugly truth, because at that point that person just don't want to accept what he's saying. So then he's like, he got to be raw with you. And to be honest, I would rather the rawness from the beginning. Don't tiptoe around it. Just be raw. Just tell me. Like, peel the band-aid off quick. Don't go piece by piece trying to get it off. No, I don't want that. But most women feel like men are being mean because they say that. And I guess it was the conversation I heard this morning that made me understand why he asks women, what do they rate themselves? Because at first I was like, he can't rate you on how you feel about yourself. No, he's not. He can't rate you on how you feel about yourself. That's where I was with it. But you're not going to go to a counselor and just sit down by the counselor or a psychiatrist and sit quietly, and that psychiatrist is able to tell you everything about yourself. It's not possible. Some people want the truth to be sugar-coated. Why call in a show where the guy doesn't do that then? I mean, I think he tries to do it, and they're not listening. When he's trying to sugarcoat it, they're not listening. So you go to a psychiatrist, they can't tell you about you. Hey, Brandy. But what the psychiatrist would do is ask you questions to try to find out more about you, and then give you an observation on what he sees. So I understand now why Kevin Samuels asks the women when they come on the panel, what do you rate yourself? Because it's not really, at the end of the day, it's not about what he rates you. It's about how you rate yourself. How do you feel about yourself? And I guess Warren, why he took away the 7, you can't rate yourself a 7? I can't remember. But he gave his reasoning for why you can't rate yourself a 7, which I understand. But I guess depending on what you rate yourself, he can kind of see where your self-esteem is. Hey, I am. And y'all already know what I rate myself. So to me, I guess maybe he would rate me differently. But at the end of the day, that's what I see myself as. So these women that's calling, rating themselves 3s and 4s, is kind of like, hey, Kevin, it's kind of like, okay, so you're saying you want a high value man, but you're rating yourself a 3 or a 4. How are you expected to get a high value man if you don't have the confidence in yourself to get that man? You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like, I get that. I absolutely get that. So the question is, why are you calling me? If you rate yourself as a 4 already, you're calling me because you want my help in getting this high value man, or you just want to criticize what I'm saying? Well, like, why are you calling? So if you're calling to get help, to get this high value man, then that means you as a 4 is willing to take whatever I give you. Right or wrong. So I don't think he's being mean. And you're calling up there to get the service for free, which is why it's on social media. Because had you paid him, your sessions will be private. So what is Kevin doing wrong? To me, he's not doing anything wrong. Because today on Reggie's panel, Rue came up there and was like, a man in his 30s and 40s should be all put together before he meet a woman. He's not looking for somebody to build with. He should be already in that headspace or already in that space. So you dislike Kevin Samuels. Why? Because you're saying the exact same thing he's saying. I think it's just a bunch of haters running around. And I gave the suggestion to people, since they want to talk about Kevin's exterior, to not look at the screen. Don't worry about his mannerisms. Don't worry about the way he dressed. Turn your screen off and just listen to what he's saying. To be honest, a lot of the things he say are very valid points. And I think if the men and the women adopt some of the things he's saying, you're going to come out better in the long run. Danini, are you going to do a panel? If so, oh yeah, I'm going to put the link in. I saw it. There you go. Some of it don't make sense. Like, what don't make sense? I mean, he's not saying all black men make this type of money. And you've challenged people, whatever. Shut up, Aries. Hey, last I checked, I asked if you was being sarcastic or not. I think you're coming around to Kevin Samuels too. Probably not to follow him blindly, but you starting to listen to some of the things he's saying and understand what he's saying. I think you just have to listen. Me personally, thank you, just because I was close to it too, but I didn't jump on a I hate Kevin Samuels bandwagon when everybody else was doing it, because the reasoning behind them not liking him wasn't valid enough for me to say, oh no, I don't like him. I mean, I can still make fun of his man bag and his tight ass pants and shit, but still understand it's not that, it's what is it? But I can still open my mind to hear what he's saying. Now, I'm not there yet with what's that girl name? Jessica X, because I haven't really listened to what she said. So I'm not there yet with her. But Kevin Samuels, I am there with him. I understand what he's saying and where he's coming from. I listen very well, and the arrogance is not what men do. I mean, it may not be what men do, but what he's saying makes a lot of sense. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with him being arrogant. Hey, Cynthia.
Hey, sis, how are you?
Okay.
So here's my thing with Kevin. Now, I will say this. I do get what he's saying sometimes when he's speaking to some of these women, because some of these women are really being realistic.
Mm-hmm.
But, right, because if you have, like this one chick called in and she said that she has a gift. Somebody left her with the gift. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But, and we know what that is.
Yeah.
Okay. But yet she's got all of these, ideals of what she's looking for, and she want a high value man, and she wants this, and she don't want to have kids, and she don't want that. And he just really got real with her and told her, it ain't gonna happen. So I get that. But my thing with him is, if a woman says, okay, I have my PhD, or I have my master's, I have this degree, blah, 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 blah. Sometimes he'll be like, well, a high value man isn't going to want that because, you know, are you going to put all of that down to be with this high value man? Then if he's talking to a woman who only has a high school diploma, then it's like she's not educated enough. So it's like,
Okay.
what are you saying, Kevin? I mean,
So I'm gonna say this: when you're talking about a woman with a PhD
yeah,
having a demanding job, let's say she's a surgeon, that's a
right.
demanding job.
Yeah,
Do you okay? And the men, the high value men, want a woman to have a family with.
right. I get
So
that.
the question is, are you going to have time? Are you willing to set time aside for your family, to have a family, to create a family with me?
Yeah, and I
That
think some of them would if that's what if
okay.
that's what their goal is. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
yeah, but some women at
Mm-hmm.
the end of all that, once she see her colleagues going further than her, she's going to regret what she did.
Okay,
So that's the
maybe
logic
so,
behind
Wait, can you repeat that?
exactly. That's the
but
logic behind it.
Pause.
Like
Can you repeat that logic?
okay. Oh,
that
go
she's
ahead.
going to regret not going further or keep her career going because she see her colleagues or her friends getting much ahead of her, or she's not where she want to be in her career because she took off 2-3 years to raise a family or to even have a family.
Well, I feel that he's just jealous because he didn't acquire that PhD. So he takes his shots out at women because he can't handle a woman that's smarter than him. I digress.
Well, let me say something because I think a lot of people don't fully watch the whole video. They just watch clips. So this is what he's dealing with, and this is what was brought to his table. Is that what he's saying is women who are in their 30s, mid 30s, or even early 40s who are saying that there are no more or there are no good men out here, or there are no men on a level, and they want high value men. So what he's saying is that okay, the reason why it's hard for you to find a man or even a high value man is because most high value men have probably saved their lineage, meaning that they didn't have kids in their early 20s. They worked their ass off and they got their money to be whatever it is. So now they 30, 35, and it's different between a man 30, 35 wanting kids and wanting a family because the man don't have to carry it. So if you a 30-year-old or 35-year-old woman and he wants to have 3 or 4 or 5 kids, what he's saying is how are you and your body gonna produce 3 or 4 or 5 kids average back to back to back to back? So normally these men will go down and get younger women because they'll be able to have these kids in their early or mid 20s and still by 30 get their body right and kids be a little older and still be able to step out in these high venues that they are going to and things like that. So that's what he's saying. So when you're 30 plus and you went and got your PhD and you put all that effort into to getting your college degree, now you want a man. But a man is like, okay, now what are you offering me? Because most high value men are doing what women say they're providing and protecting, meaning that your PhD, your money don't matter to me if I already got my money. So what else do you bring to me? What else can you give me? What else can you do for me? And so
Okay.
that's the issue that was going on. People think that, oh, it's because she got a PhD. No, if you want a PhD, then what it's saying on the average is you're going to have to pick a man that's lower than you in a sense, or both of y'all going to be bosses and y'all going to be like two trains missing each other because he's
What do
going to
you
be
mean
handling
by
his
lower?
business. Well, I guess, okay, so say if you got a PhD and you a doctor and you dating a janitor, or you're dating a nurse. or someone who doesn't make as much money as you. Well,
Okay.
which I don't understand why when it comes to women, the money matters, especially if you got a PhD or you got your own business and you bring in $1 million, but your husband only bringing in maybe
We got a
100,000
little bit of this one left.
or right or 50, 60, 70. As long as he's mentally, emotionally cool with you making all the money and he's there to support you and
Not
you
they
go
got
get the
some
bag,
takeaways.
what's the problem? So what
Wait.
he's saying is when you go and do that, you have to understand that the role's gonna be reversed. Is that now you're gonna be the top tier money owner and your husband might not be compared to high value and money, meaning that the man gonna have all the money and you as a woman gonna be doing all this stuff or whatever. So what he's saying is if you don't want to die alone, you might have to come down from the high value man and get you a blue collar working man.
So the
But you
blue
can't
collar
go.
man is a high value man, though, right?
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
No.
I mean,
I'm not
not
saying
you,
that
Ralph, but let's
I'm
say
not
for the
saying they
people
not.
who
I'm
do
saying,
follow
but
him blindly.
right. I'm just saying people who don't really put logic into it. Yes, because a high value man is really on how you carry yourself with your morals, your
Thank
values,
you.
and what you got. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
It's
now,
more
if
to it than money.
right, but
Exactly.
let's be honest. Wait, but let's be honest. A lot of women that call his show, their meaning of a high value man is a man that's making 100+ thousands over 5 or 6 years. Let's just be honest. Women that call into a show, so they looking for that type of in their mind what high value man is.
Right,
So if you're
like the.
looking for that,
Mhm.
right. So then he's saying you have to be on the average this type of woman, and can you be it? Like he said, okay, so if you want 3 or 4 kids, and then you don't want to give them to a daycare, you want to homeschool them, you want to be off. So now your PhD don't even matter because you're not even working
Right. What I do
unless you're
feel is
working
that.
from home.
Well, I'll
I'm
say
sorry. Go
this.
ahead.
I'll say this. Based off, I didn't understand his logic until it was like piece of puzzle. But I realized that he is speaking to most of the women that were in Christian and Harrison's chat that I saw.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm.
Yes.
He ain't talking about normal black people. He's talking about the fringes of society.
He's talking about gold digging ass women.
Exactly. Now, my issue to you is this, Denini. Are you a follower of her?
Of who?
Who was I speaking about?
Crystal and Harrison?
I asked a question.
No.
Okay.
Okay, let me tell you. So I first found out about her through Junk Pile, but
Jump.
yeah, because he was
Okay.
fighting with her or
He
something.
fight. All right. Good job.
So I don't think I really talked to her then. I just knew of her. And I was trying to figure out, what swirling was, because that was back when I didn't know what it was.
Mm-hmm.
And then Angela kind of set Crystal and Carolyn up to come on one of the bomb panels that we were on.
Mm-hmm.
And we were having a conversation. She was friends with Angel Ramirez. And he jumped on the panel and they kind of had a little argument on a panel. She got really upset, jumped off, went to her
Started
panel,
crying, huh?
and started crying.
Yeah.
I started talking to her then because I felt kind of bad. And I mean, we talked a little while and I just kind of left it alone.
Okay.
But of course, the thing yesterday, of course I'm gonna go over there yesterday.
I got you.
Because
I
we
just
don't
had
have
to.
no bad blood. But I do have my theory on her right
Yeah,
now.
I mean, fuck it. It could be a gimmick, but the shit I saw in that chat, I told you how I felt about that on in Red's chat. Like
Yeah.
looking at that shit was similar to JP and A Bomb.
Yeah.
That was fucking rhetoric. So if I continue watching Crystal and Carolyn and that bullshit, oh yeah, I can definitely get with Kevin Samuels and
But
start
that's like
hating black
most
women.
of them. That's like
And then,
the thrillers, the divested women, the new level up women. They're all on that same
And I
wavelength.
got no
well,
respect for that.
and then let me say this because people saying that he's bashing back black women and all this and all that.
The type of black women now, I get.
Well, not really. Well, not really. He's not to me. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
he's
And I'm gonna
not to
say
me
this. I'm gonna say this. All he's saying and I'm not saying this speaks for all black women. I guess it's just wherever you was born at, your demographic. I mean, geographic where you was born at, things like that. Is that what he's saying is black women start valuing marriage before you value having a baby. Because you
Well, I
got
agree
women,
with that.
a lot of women are coming up here who had kids with a man that they wasn't even married to. Didn't think about married to, been with them 4, 5, 6 years, and now you got a kid or 2 or 3 kids, and now you saying you want a man that's better than what your baby father was. So you want this man who has the pick of the litter, and you want him to come into the I don't want to use that term. You want him to come into in your area and then pick you when I can go pick a single younger woman. Also, what he's saying is black women, since our body mass and the food we eat, it tends to put weight on our body. So get yourself in shape and be fit. It shouldn't be a reason that you have no kids
That should go
and
both
you're
ways,
fit.
though, right? I think that he said that
What?
both ways, though, right?
Yeah.
Man and
What?
woman, right?
Yeah, but I'm just saying
Okay,
because people are saying that he's bashing black women. I mean, he get
gotcha.
on me
All right.
too, you get your stuff. But what I'm saying is, he's not saying black women, you not shit. What he's saying is just get your shit together in order,
So,
so you can go get this type of person. When you go and have a kid without being married in your early ages, and you have 3 or 4, about 2 or 3 different men, and
and
and you're heavy for your
mm-hmm,
dress size. I can see if you're okay. If you got ass, that's fine. If you got titties, that's fine. But if you
okay.
got no kids, there's no reason for you to have a stomach.
And
That
this
shit
is
should be a
where,
six
and
pack, and that's
this
what
is
he's saying.
where, okay, so he could say that, but this is where the image issue comes into play. Because when you are telling a person that, the first thing they're going to say is, okay, this message, where's the source coming from? Oh, from him?
Well, at the end of the day, he is a man.
No,
Right.
wait, wait,
So
wait,
he,
wait, 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 wait,
so
wait, 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 wait. A man and a male are two different things.
okay. Well,
He stands up
however,
to, no, he's
listen,
not a man.
however you wanna put it and say it.
You
At
know
the end
exactly
of
what
the
I mean.
day,
Do I need to
but
clarify?
no, okay, this is what I'm saying. At the end of the day, however you want to put it, whatever personal you have about the way he move his hands and his head and
I mean, a
whatever,
gay man
don't.
projecting and telling a woman
Well, listen. Well, put
the
like this
image.
then.
That's
If you want to be real, then in today's society, it seems like most black women listen to gay men anyway. They're the
Exactly.
and
hairdressers,
listen,
they're the
that's another problem
stylists,
I
they're
saw.
their best friends. They go in the clubs
Yes,
with them.
I've
So hell, it
commented
might
on
as
that.
well be
He
a
is the
gay
They
gay
go
man.
best friend.
shopping with them.
I got you.
Right.
He's a gay
So
best
They
friend.
do their hair.
right.
Hmm.
So who better would it come
Okay.
from than a projected gay man? They should be listening to him anyway because he's telling them how it is. So, but what I'm saying
Okay.
is that what he's saying is not wrong, huh?
Wait. I'm hearing two people.
Oh, I don't know. What I'm saying is, what he
Oh,
said is not wrong because other races are out there doing it and getting it. Like I share my own personal thing. Like my son just turned 20, just got engaged to his long term girlfriend who's been with him, and I can't say she's been rocking with him, but she's Hispanic. When he went to college, I wanted him to break up with her and go get a black girl, but then the school he went to is nothing but predominantly white, and the black girls are there on the sports team, and they date either white women or each other. So I'm like, well, shit, I can't tell him to leave a girl who's been rocking with him, but at the end of the day, this girl is fit. She's keeping herself in check. She's going to school and doing all that. She ain't got no kids. She on birth control, so she don't get pregnant. But if we take our majority of our black women from California, from the hood, I take the ones from the hood, shit, a lot of his classmates already got babies, and they only been
okay.
out of school for 2 years. You see
Does
what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that other races are out there keeping themselves in shape, making sure they do
mhm.
this, making sure they prevent having babies when they get abortion or on birth control. So us, our black women, if you want these successful men, and I'm not saying he's always going to be good to you just because he got money. What I'm saying is you open up your dating pool from this little small pool that you have. You can be in the ocean instead of in a pond then. By keeping
Okay.
yourself in shape, by don't having kids unless you're married, you know
Hmm.
what I'm saying? And then working on yourself. And that's what he's just saying to me. That's what I
Right.
get out of
I got you. So my thing is this: instead of him building his channel off of being condescending in his delivery to women, how about he preach more to men who leave that woman with that baby?
Because
it.
that's what
Well,
the manosphere
but he
was
does.
doing. But
He
that's
No,
what
don't.
but
the
He ain't
manosphere
doing it
was
on
no,
the
no,
same
supposed
no.
level
to be
though.
doing, and it
Well,
didn't work out.
Okay, but thing is that wait, it didn't work out, so that means he just copped out and just flipped sides? No,
no,
he
no,
has to
no.
No,
stay consistent with his side. Explain
No,
it to
what
me.
he
I'm
said
sorry.
was on one of his streams is that he does have these conversations with his man's group that he have. I think it's the MOP or something. But what he said was he didn't want to bash black men on air because they already get bashed
That's
enough.
bullshit.
So he scolded them. Well, I'm just telling you what the
No,
man
I mean,
said. Hey,
yeah,
it's
and I
YouTube
no,
and
it's
you're able to
not
put
you,
out
but
there what you want.
it's not. It's
Yeah,
not
but I'm
you. Now,
just
go ahead, continue. I'm
it's on
sorry.
huh?
you.
No, so I'm saying so he does that so black men ain't already bashed on, you know, in the world of society or whatever. And he did when he first
Right.
came out. He was doing men and women. You know, he would tell the man, "You know, like that's how he ended up having a show where I would have did it, but he told the dude, "You got a big dick," you know what I'm saying, type of shit. That's how he ended up having that conversation because he
Well, I
was
mean,
telling men, huh?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
No, so he was ended up telling men about themselves. But let's be honest. At the end of the day, the money is what directs you. So if you're making more money on directing women and not scolding men, what you going to go to? And majority, probably about 98% of people who are on YouTube
You're right.
are on here to make some kind of money.
You're right. And
And
I
if
did
the
say
money
that
is
in this
bringing it,
panel. You're right.
right. So if the money is bringing it in, then that's what he's gonna do. And if I hear him start what I think is really bashing black women to a T and just not giving that whatever, but a lot of women come on there, they rate themselves, they be whatever they want, and it's nothing wrong with you being a PhD, you got a son, you making your money, you 5'4" and you 235 pounds. It's the man out there that would like you. But what he's saying is your percentage of finding the man that you want, you lessen that number by a lot compared to if you put yourself in another category, but they don't want to be in another category. And that's all he said. Do you want to die alone, or do you want to die with somebody that at least love you and you can spend the rest of your life with? Because he even said, hell, his mama picked a man that he didn't think was worthy, but hell, his mama been the happiest that she's been her whole life, even with his father. And she had, I don't know how successful his mama is, but she found him somebody who he felt was on her level, and she happy. So you have two options: keep chasing that 2% or 10%, or put yourself in the 90% and find you a man to be happy the rest of your life, or don't. And that's just pretty much what it is.
I think that it is just depressing on both sides when the way to make money and build a channel or build a platform is to communicate and be a pompous ass and condescending to black women. But you ain't got that energy for black men. That shit is
and I have to use the Tommy Sotomayor logic. If you feel that way, then you go start your channel and do it differently.
So now you sounded like somebody else that told me that. But again, that's what led to me coming out there and doing what I did on this channel.
What I'm saying is, listen.
I can
What I'm
still
saying
do that.
is this. No. Let me tell you why. Because I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you have?
Yeah.
What city are you in?
I'm talking.
No. What city are you in? What city are you in?
504.
Okay. Do you guys have strip clubs?
Repeat that.
Do you have strip clubs in New Orleans?
Yeah.
Do you have pimps in New Orleans?
Of course, they got pimps everywhere.
So are you out there going and talking to the Johns and the pimps about how they treat these women? How they grading them? How they got them out here selling their ass and pussy and then taking 99% of the money?
If they were in the same area as me, if I'm
but you in New Orleans, you can hop in your car and you can go and find one of these people instead of YouTube, you can find somebody else.
It's easier though. It's easier because of course everybody's on YouTube then versus me going outside and going out to the find.
It's still not easier because you're not talking to that man, and you're not even put like this. Even if you start your own channel and you was combating him on his talking points and what he said, I will come watch you because it's a different opinion. But you jumping on panels that nobody's going to hear you. So for me, if you feel that way, I would say go start your own channel and then combat him, and then hell, I'll be able to listen to your talking points.
You see, I can understand. I can respect
and you
that.
can reach more people. You know what I'm saying?
I can respect that, brother.
So that's how we do it.
From you, I got you.
Yeah, that's how we'll do it. Start a channel, combat somebody else situations instead of jumping on panels. We can't complain about somebody to where nobody's gonna be able to hear us, and then it's not just you saying your words because you getting on the Nini panel, whoever else trying to say you don't like him. He ain't not hold water to us and this audience. And then you go off and start your own page, gonna sit there, they're gonna be like, oh wait, who is this dude? He's saying something different. He got a different opinion, different approach, and then that's how you get your message out there to last longer.
I appreciate that. Thank you for giving me that motivation.
No problem.
I have a question for this space. Why aren't there any women out here teaching how to be a woman and not look for the next best thing?
Man, who's kicking that beat? What that song? That beat? Simple as that.
Huh?
Yeah.
What now?
I'm hearing that beat, baby.
You hearing? Oh, are you? I got my headphones on. Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
That's my son downstairs playing his drums. I didn't know you could hear it with my
You got talent.
headphones. Well, yeah, he's
Yeah,
a
no.
he's
Oh,
a
he a musician.
musician. Uh-huh.
Sound good. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. You know what, Denise? That's a good question. But here's I think now this is just my opinion. I think that what it is, we as black culture and white culture is different. White parents teach their daughters when they go to college, you go to college with two objectives: to get your education and find your husband.
Mm-hmm.
Black parents teach their daughters, because I know my mother did it with me, go to college and get your education so you can be independent. So when they're in college, you're not even focused on looking for a potential husband because you've been taught you got to be independent, take care of yourself, and get your education. So I think if that narrative changes, it might be different. I
I
do
agree.
agree with you, Daniti, that I don't know why there aren't more channels with women teaching young women how to be a woman and have certain qualities that they need to have. I don't know. I don't understand why they don't, but they
Well, this
need
is what I
to,
well this is what I'll say.
you
And
know.
I, I I thought Bob was gonna go to that direction, and then you have Nene, and then you have you. Why do you guys want to start your own channel? Start coming on once or twice a week, and then spew that because you have three married women who in different cities probably got married in different directions and different stuff, and you guys can tell that and navigate that. See, the thing is about YouTube and all that is that it's free for anybody to do whatever you want to do. And the thing is that it might not start off big at first. You might start off with one or two people. And then one or two
Mm-hmm.
people gonna tell somebody if it's for them. And then the more you get people, it's gonna build. But the problem is we have to stop being, I won't say scared or even having a mask. Oh my damn dog. But we just have to
Wait.
just go and do it. You know what I'm saying?
But do you think these young girls really, but Denise, I'm just asking, do you think they
No,
want to hear that? I
no,
Yes,
mean,
because listen, no, we
they
gotta understand.
don't.
You gotta understand. You're not going after the women who don't. You're going after the women who do, or whoever side, who even in the middle,
mm-hmm,
or whoever just get on. You see what
But
I'm
you
saying?
have to think about the generation, though. The
So,
generation is brought up to be lazy, and that's just that. They're
yeah,
fucking lazy.
they don't even know
But
how to
why?
cook.
But why is that though?
That's crazy to me. I
But why is
mean,
that? Because you don't. Like I said, I live in California and I grew up in the hood. If you don't have your mama teaching you how to cook and clean and be this and be that, then when
mm-hmm,
you gonna get just like the dudes? If you don't have a father in your house to teach you how to tie a tie, to be a man, to open the door, to you know, as a man, you have to be submissive to your woman as well. I always hear men talking about be submissive. Women, they want women to be submissive to them, but as a man, you're supposed to be submissive to your woman as well. You know what I'm saying? So when you show her that you got her back and whatever she needs to be submissive in, then she's gonna give you more submissiveness than you ever can give her. She's gonna do what you want to do. But we don't have that either. So it goes both ways. But what I'm saying is, if you just put out the message, somebody's gonna gravitate to it. Somebody's gonna seek it. It might not pop at first, but if you continue working at it, continue doing it, and continue coming on, somebody's gonna resonate with it and start watching it. And that's when you're gonna start getting your followings and start getting people to come to your channel. But that would be a good thing to put that out there for women, regardless if they are. Because I mean, it's you got this. What is it, mammies and whatever women who I don't know how all this shit is just weird in these names. But you got women who are that way, who care to their men. You got women who want to
mm-hmm,
be boss bitches and do all that. So the women who are wives and fiancés and think that this is the order to be in, put a channel together and say what you got to
mm,
say. Because even if you go
mm-hmm.
live and you ain't talking to two people, you might have 10 people watch it after it closed down. And more start watching, start coming to your channel.
Yeah.
Of course, the hate gonna come, but that's a good thing because once the hate gonna come and they skew it on
mm,
their channel, then what's gonna happen? So many people will come and watch your stuff and might change their mind.
Mm-hmm.
mm,
Yeah. Well, that's a good question.
mm.
You
Yeah.
got something to say, Aries?
No, I'm gonna save it for my channel.
Hey,
Man,
no, but
don't do that.
no. Let me say this, because I know how he is. Honestly, from people know me. That wasn't a shot. All I'm
No,
saying
no,
is
no, no, no,
that
no. It's not from you.
no, I'm just saying. So I'm just
Mm-mm.
saying for me. I don't know if you took it that way, but I'm just telling
Nah,
you
brother.
it wasn't a shot
No,
because,
no.
like I said,
I
I'll be the
appreciate
first
that.
one on your channel to sub and watch if you because I
Got
said
you.
I like watching good content. If you got a different way you put it, and I've heard you on different panels, and some of the stuff you say, like I will watch it. I will come and watch and see it.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm saying is, you will get more across by you just coming on in an avatar or whatever and spitting how
Right.
you feel and what you think about it. You know what I'm
So,
saying? That's
yeah, I
just
feel
real
you,
talk.
Sam. I agree. I feel you. I guess that I could take it from you if you are an independent thinker, but I can't take it from somebody who blindly follows. Warren, there's the difference.
I don't
Hey,
blindly follow anything.
man, I
I'm
just
gonna
stated
mute
the
up on
difference.
that.
You can
Speak
mute on
it,
that one, and
speak
it
it,
is what
nigga.
it is. No, I just said it.
Well,
Blindly following round
you
versus
absolutely wrong. I'm not blindly following
Well,
nothing
let me ask this question. Okay. So why do you follow Kevin Samuels?
because all that shit he's saying makes absolute sense,
all of it.
and it does.
Okay,
It does.
So you don't disagree with anything he said?
Nothing I can really think of at all.
so that is the epitome of blindly following.
That's not blindly following. If I agree with what he's saying, I just agree with it. That's not blind.
Okay, all right then. So it just happened to be that you agree with everything, every talking point.
So you agree
Okay.
a woman's supposed to stay home and not work and not take care of her own business, have her own hobbies? You agree with that?
That's not what Kevin is saying. I keep telling y'all this. That's not what he's saying.
But he did say it.
That's not what he's
So
saying.
let me just jump in there and help
Mm-hmm.
Warren out and kind of say
Clarify it for me,
Hold
though.
on, hold
what
on.
Kevin's saying.
You don't necessarily have to help me out, but
Okay, well,
speak how you feel.
Let's
well,
hear
I'll
it.
help you out, but let me say this. He's not saying that every woman should be like that. What he's saying is for those women who wants to be like that, then here is some pointers on because he called himself a high value man. Now, do I believe that he's a high value man? He make the money that he claimed to do? No, I don't.
Hell
But
no.
that's just
No, I don't.
but that's just me. But what I'm saying is, I guess he know him or he rub elbows. Maybe he being a stylist. He hears stuff, whatever. Hey, but what he's saying is, if you want to be a woman who have kids and don't go to work and don't have to work after you have kids and all that, then yeah, this is what you want to do if you want that life. But if you don't want that life, then be fine with being a boss and having your job and running your business. But what he's saying is that sometimes when you are boss in your life and you're bossy as a woman, you're bossy in your household and with your kids too. So if you got a boss man and a boss woman, that's like negative on negative energy. It's just gonna keep
Mm-hmm.
having friction, and sometimes you might have to separate. It's like a magnet. We're gonna keep bouncing back and forth. Somebody gotta take the lesser role. Somebody
Right,
gotta make
right,
sure the
right.
kids doing their homework. And if it's the man, then hell,
You
be
got
be what's Oprah and Stedman? You don't hear shit about Stedman. You don't hear nothing. Stedman is playing his position. Okay, so even though Stedman might got some money, but he's still lesser than Oprah. And if he
They
got
married?
I don't think so. I think that's because Oprah
Exactly.
didn't want to get married.
That's my point.
But I'm just saying. But if a man, if your woman is the boss and she's making all the money, and you have to be that one that makes sure the kids doing this, the kids doing that,
Mm.
and whatever, then play your role, your position. But sometimes when
Mm.
you gotta, I'm not even gonna say alpha, give that alpha and beta. I'm just gonna say when you got two successful people, they're
Mm.
like magnets in a sense. Unless you find some way for it to work out. And I say nothing is 100%. But the average and the majority of the time, it's like that. Whoever is the head and the boss and bringing all the income kind of has more work to do, so the lesser person doesn't. So it's other areas for you to go work in. So he's not saying don't be a boss, but if you're a boss and you 30 and 40, you wonder why you ain't got no husband or the one that you really want. This is why, and that's all he's saying.
I guess he explained that
Yep.
differently than what I saw it. Because the way
Because
you put it,
I'll give you a prime example on how it flips. Look at Gabrielle Union and the Way Wade. The only reason why Dwayne Wade got an outside baby by one of the Marlins ex baby mamas is because when him and Gabrielle was first together, he was playing and she was shooting movies. And they wasn't seeing each other and they wasn't spending no time together. So he ended up finding somebody who had time for him and all that. And so they got back together and she pretty much gave him an ultimatum. You got 2 more years to play, but you gotta be the one to take a side piece and come follow me to these movies and come follow me wherever I'm stationed at so our relationship can work. And what did he do? He retired. Because he still could have been playing. He still could have been playing, been on the bench and traveling. But he decided he picked his kids and his woman.
But listen, that's when you have a man that's willing to compromise. The men that Kevin Samuels is talking about are so-called alphas, wannabe King Kong type of men that's not willing to compromise. They want a woman to do that. They don't want to do that. So
if you
like in no way possible would
so if you a boss woman, then why would you? But if you're a boss woman, why would you want that kind of man then, attitude wise? So you don't want it in attitude wise. You want it in stature. You just want to be able to go to one of your parties and functions and say, "Hey,
so he's a trophy." A trophy,
right? He's the trophy. That he's the orange piece. But you want your orange piece to say that he has a successful business and job too. So people don't look down on that because you don't want to be like, what's that movie where the Tyler Perry movie where that black girl was.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, and
right.
She was
thinking, right, and the husband was a regular construction worker, and she didn't want to give him money to even get his own business. But when they went to that party, and he said, "What she do?" She kind of like looking like, "Damn, why you have to tell him that?" You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you couldn't say. So that's just how it is. They just still want that statue. They don't really want you to be as boss as they are. Just my opinion.
And I have to disagree with that because most women that's successful don't go out looking for a trophy man. They want somebody that they can actually talk to and be on the same level with and have something in common with.
So then why you gotta be a high value man then? And why a lot of those, you talking about Kevin Samuel in this panel, and why a lot of those women are talking about that he has to be on my level and that he has to be on my level or higher. And why when he mentioned a blue collar man making $45,000 to $70,000 a year, they don't want that man unless they can coerce him into trying to own the company that they work at. Like, no, don't drive trash trucks. Start your own trash truck company and do all this and do all that. Why then?
It's not about making him do what he don't want to do, because I feel like if that's what he want to do, then fine. But you're just giving him suggestions because maybe he did complain or maybe he did tell you his dream while y'all was courting, and you just motivating him to get it started and get it done. Stop talking about it and do it.
But they don't say that. But they don't say that. A lot of women say that. Well, then no, I couldn't talk to him. I couldn't be with him. Then I need somebody with more ambition than that. I need us both to be, Beyonce and Jay.
I
mean, most women don't want a man that's going to continue to talk about what he want to do in life and not put forth the effort to do it.
Exactly.
No, yeah, I get that point.
Well,
exactly.
This is the thing that I don't understand. These CEO type women, y'all don't realize that these women are usually the most willing to be submissive because they get tired of being the powerful one outside in society. So when they're in a relationship, they're the easiest ones to submit. I know. I mean, I have experience with that. It's just what it is. But it seems like men who probably don't understand, are not as smart as me, don't realize that. Like, she's not going to be you're scared of her PhD and her intellect?
Well, those are the ones that are insecure.
Oh,
no, you're not.
The insecure men?
No, I'm saying if you insecure to where you can't champion your woman who's out there getting it and doing it, and still know that you still the man of your household, no matter what she's doing, no matter if she brings in work. Because I'm tired of women being like, I hear women say, "Oh well, the man couldn't take it. I made more money than him." What? He should still be the man.
No,
Huh?
and see that no,
But no, what I'm
not
saying is
What?
that so why? So I go back to why is he so anti? Well, he's not anti against PhDs in education. He's just saying that a PhD means that you can't get a. I'm not. I need to get away from the phrase of high
He not
value.
listen. He not saying that a PhD cannot get a high value man. What
No,
he's saying
but
is, if you took that long to get your PhD, where you're damn near in your mid 30s and all that, and now you're ready to date and have a family, like he said, if you meet a man and he want to have 5 kids, are you gonna be willing to have 5 kids at 35, at 40,
do
back to
you?
back to back to
But
back?
you telling me that can't happen?
No, he's not saying it. Nothing is 100%.
he's not saying it's impossible. I understand that much. He's
Right,
not
but I mean,
saying
I've
that.
seen so many people, so many women who've built a career in law.
Yeah, but you don't know a million
While
women. Even if you seen 20, that's still a low percentage.
Yeah, but at the same time, you're not looking, and that's where I agree with Kevin at. All these women that's calling looking for that type of man is not that many men to go around that's like that.
Right. So your
Exactly.
percentage is gonna be
Right.
low. Your percentage gonna be
Exactly.
low.
well,
You waiting for 5 or 6 years for that 2% when you can scale back and be in a pool where it's 90% and then try to find still look for the 2%, but put yourself in the 90% pool and see if you can find a man that will love you, respect you, and treat you how you want to be treated in that pool. But his money may not be this.
And
look,
that's where the gold digging women
yeah.
come
At the end
Right.
in
of the, I mean, to be
Yeah.
honest with you, at the end of the day, I despise both sides. So, I mean, of course, you're gonna hear me in my tone, and the aggression in my tone, and the disgust in my tone, because both sides are just sickening. But continue.
at. Yeah, it is. It is very sickening. I don't like it myself, but it's kind of hard to have this conversation or even grow a channel that's like that without telling your truth. If that
Yeah.
makes sense, I am like, I would have to dig into the type of woman I am. And it may be just putting too much of me out there for these women to understand it, because I understand that women are different, but I do know there's a lot of women out there that feel the way I feel, and they're scared to put it out in the world because of what they're going to get back.
Mm-hmm.
Like, believe it or not, a lot of women hide themselves and hide who they really are, even to their significant other. They hide who they are. They do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Some women
they
do that.
yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And what Becky
And
at?
then and then
And then
so
sometimes I wonder, do these women, I'm kind of like with the Nene, are they really looking for this, or are they just looking for a man with some money so they can, go out and spend the money and do all that kind of stuff,
Hmm.
and not really want to do what is required of them? Because trust me, if you got a man that's high powered and he's making the money like that, and you're at home, you're gonna have to do some stuff. You're gonna have to do some things at home. Like you're gonna have to keep that house clean. You're gonna have to make sure that you got meals prepared. You're gonna have to make sure that you're doing what you need to do inside that home. And I just sometimes wonder, are these women really, do they really
And
know?
and I disagree with that. And I think that's the good thing Kevin is doing, because
Mm-hmm.
he's pulling those type of women out, because
Mm-hmm.
those type of, not only are they looking for somebody that they can just be lazy with and spend their money and not have to do anything,
Right.
they're not going to cook. They're not going to clean, because they figure, well, this man got this type of money. He can hire a cook. He can hire
right, and
a
a
cleaner.
maid. Right.
Exactly. So what are you going to do all day?
Go
We have to be
shopping.
no, we have to be well, yeah, but we have to be honest. It all boils down to what women say that men shouldn't look for. What she says she giving her pussy. That's what he gonna
But
Mm,
get. He
But
gonna
see,
get
and
her
that's
pussy
the
and
part.
her
That's
looks.
the fucked up part because women today are growing up thinking that that's the
That's a
fucking
levering.
ATM.
That's a levering tip.
Exactly. And it's
Mm-hmm.
not
Right.
because at the end of the day, just like a woman give her body, a man give his body too.
Damn right. And I,
Yeah,
I
but
need to start charging for my body. Fuck.
right, but
Mm.
let's be
Up.
honest. But
But I
let's be
mean, I can't
honest.
be as arrogant as. Never mind.
It's the two things women think they have is their looks and their pussy. That's the two things the women bring to the table. On an average, it seems like nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, oh, if you want me and my body, then you have to do this. And I've heard women on panels say that, well, if you want me to cook and clean and do all this, then you have to make sure I'm at home and you have to take care of everything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
As
then
if.
when he does that and he calls all the shots and tell you what you can and what you
Right.
can't do, then don't say nothing. Like
Exactly.
accept
And I
that.
think
Because
I told General the same thing on Bond's panel. Like you're not getting a wife. You're getting a slave.
But that's why
I
tell
heard that
me.
panel. I heard that panel for the clown, and I think the reason why his wife didn't come back for
Mm,
that year and stayed is
mm.
because she felt like she was being a slave. But he has that ideology, which I think is a fault. Is that because you
Which is
always
why
hear
he's single now. Because I
right? Is
heard
that
him say that his girlfriend is gone.
if I pay
Yeah.
for everything, if I pay for everything, then you need to be doing X, Y, and Z how I want it.
Correct.
You feel what I'm saying? Like he felt like when he come home, dinner gonna be ready. You better be in a two piece with some heels,
But
um, kitchen clean, some Isaac Hayes on, and let's get it
but
on type of shit.
I am. This is the thing that
Yeah.
gets to me, brother. I think that when I hear women talk about, you know what I'm saying, that I mean, I saw my grandfather to do this, that, and the other, and he paid all the bills. Grandparents hid the messy shit from their
Oh
grandchildren.
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
They
Hmm.
because them children. I mean, when I hear that shit, I'm like, you realize how many grandmothers probably got their ass whipped by their grandfather because they decided to talk back, and you know
You
why
know
they
how
couldn't
many
leave.
outside kids
And
grandpa
that's
got?
exactly so
Okay.
Hmm.
right domestic abuse and outside
Right.
children was
Because
rampant
remember,
because that woman doesn't have the skills or the resources to leave that husband. So
and
now she's stuck.
remember back then, the police didn't like you as a black woman or a black man, so you couldn't call them for help. So
Right,
you was getting your ass beat, and you was putting some foundation on that shit. I think
right.
that's where makeup came from. Black women wearing makeup, but they was covering all them goddamn bruises and shit that
But
they
that's what
was
I'm
getting.
saying. So like you want that type of dynamic to be set up? No.
No, you
Well,
can hear
they
when a
want it
woman
because they
calls. They want that life, but they don't want that life because they don't know what that
right.
life entails.
Right. So
Hmm.
listen, that goes back to the Crystal and Carrison wing of YouTube. That I can't even
And
wrap my mind around.
They're
let me
not
say
being
this.
honest.
Can I say this? Because
Neither
I want to
are.
speak on this, and this is that lady that y'all kind of been feuding with, and Um, and I never got on a panel when she was talking, but let me say this: like I've heard her talk and speak,
Who?
and
Two can't sound.
so
Continue.
I know she was claiming that today she claimed that her whole family was housewives and that she a housewife
Oh
and all this.
wait, pause.
Wait, what?
Pause. That's not Two Can Sam. No.
Oh no. Okay, I
You're
know
talking
who
about
you
the
talking
person who was on
about.
God, run it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when she said that, I've heard her talk in numerous streams, and if she, how you gonna be a housewife and you can't cook, and you talking about you
Man,
feeding your husband some bullshit to where he either got to come home and cook himself or order out. Then on top of that, how you on YouTube all day? So I don't even know
I
when you taking a
am
break to even fuck your husband.
I
So
am
I
Jesus
even think
Christ.
that she either ain't got a husband or her husband go out here cheating on her, leaving her because you can think, oh look,
Wait, pause right there.
huh?
Look, we say we ain't speaking on it no more.
Okay, my bad.
No,
I
but
didn't
no,
know. I'm
that's the reason.
sorry.
That's why, and
No,
that's the
my bad.
reason why. No, it's not you because
Oh, okay.
you didn't know anything about it. That's why I'm like, stay on topic.
Oh,
This
okay,
Kevin
cool.
Samuels.
No, because I mean, because we had those type of women who wanted it like that. So I'm just saying, like, how
Right.
you
But
gonna be
stay on
that kind
topic.
of woman and you're not
I'm
even doing your
Let him
job? So
speak, man.
my
Let him
bad.
that.
No,
All
speak.
right,
my
no.
bad.
I'm a mute. Let me mute. Let me mute. I've said my
Yes,
piece. Go ahead. Go ahead.
let you mute. Let him speak because
No, yes,
I
I'm
do the
just
same thing.
no,
And
I'm
I
just saying like
every
right. So if you're gonna
every
be that,
time I try to ask a question on that panel, one of the men, whether it be BMT or AC Star, cut me off. That's the reason why I left. Because when I was about to dig in that shit,
Thank
and
you.
I wouldn't be rude, I was just gonna ask some very valid questions. They cut me off.
They didn't cut you off. It was more like someone refused to answer because it happened to me too. So yeah.
No, but I had
yeah.
more
So
questions and I couldn't ask them because the shit didn't make sense.
I think that we all knew that. I think that because both of us, you didn't raise your voice. I damn sure know I tried my best to communicate
and
calmly
then
and whatnot.
And then
So
my thing is
once that,
too, like I'll just take the women that I know, well, know on YouTube. So I've heard Cian say, "Hey, hold on, this is my husband. Let me take a call." You might not hear him in the background, but I've heard her say that. You hear Warren no matter what in the back of the Nene stream. Hell, you hear Bomb husband back there snoring and all this. I ain't never heard a kid or a husband on any of her goddamn live streams or nothing. So is she in the basement, the third room? Like what is she on all damn day and all damn night? The nigga ain't rolled over and said I gotta go to the bathroom and pee or nothing. Or what the hell is going on? So I'm saying, like, but you claiming you got these husbands and these four little ass kids running around. I never hear, oh, I'm here cooking dinner, I'm making dinner, I'm ordering dinner, I gotta take a bath, wash my ass, my husband coming home, nothing.
I
So I'm
believe
like,
him.
how are you a housewife? And how you got this life? I think either he already left or yeah, or something, because the story just don't add up. And then she's talking about,
Well,
oh, I'm making some vegetarian food. Either he don't eat it or he gonna get something else. Okay, cool. If you're a woman and you working out, okay, cool. You make your vegetarian food, but if your man eat that shit, you cook him something else too. How are
as
you a
well.
housewife and you don't know this shit?
Listen, I believe her, and you all are just conspiracy theorists. I mean, that's just all y'all. That's what y'all
Now,
are.
see, now you gonna make me say it, bro. Stop it.
All right.
Stop.
Listen,
Well,
the
that was
Earth
just
is
my take. I
round.
never spoke on it, so this is my
The
take
Earth is
on
round. Continue.
it. Yeah. So all right, we can get back to what the topic was. But I just, she said she was
Yeah.
a housewife, so
Damn flat ass earth and he gonna keep saying this dumb shit.
yeah. So all right. Well, like I said, I think a lot of
I
people
went to the moon.
like
Go ahead.
no, I just think a lot of people got a misconception of the messenger
Ain't
what he's
nobody
saying
went to the moon.
because they don't like who he is. And I think if they listen to the whole 2 hour and some video, then they'll understand. And yes, he do get you with the way his layout is, and yes, to me he do have some feminine traits. But who am I to judge? That's that man
Me?
life.
Well, I can
He
judge
able to be.
if he's providing information and judging and labeling and giving advice. I can damn sure judge.
No,
But
yeah,
this
but
one,
I'm saying,
I
but I'm
think
saying
a
with him being
woman,
gay, I don't care if he's gay. Like let him do his thing.
right? But I do think a woman could get to that point to ask him and he can just flat out answer. But the thing is, you can't go in there being disrespectful and just turning a
Right.
blind eye to everything he's saying and being so negative. If you open to having a real conversation with him, I think he would be open to answer your questions about himself. It's
But
just
you gotta come. But you
to that
gotta
point,
come correct too. You can't
right?
be.
When you don't get to
Don't
that
be
point,
single. Don't be single and be outside of what he say that he's talking about. And I think that's the problem because
So
women. Go ahead.
when you said come correct, I thought you meant like not being an ass. You meaning that
right? Don't
wait,
be an ass. Have a
okay,
conversation.
but yeah, but I thought that I mean I am. I thought that you were about to say you have to be single. You have to be a certain statistic to be even allowed to ask that question. Which one
No.
is it?
No. Well, what I'm saying is that he's gonna eat you up on his logic and talking points if you're not a woman who's coming in there in shape have this and have that.
Oh,
Because I've seen women come in there and try to say that, and what he said was, okay, well, what's your dress size or whatever, and then you're single. So you single and got a
okay.
man, and then you trying to tell me that I don't know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm
So
saying?
on the flip
So
But
side,
see,
my
that's
question. But
something I
wait, wait,
don't
wait, wait.
agree with.
But pause, pause. I'm about to get that right there. So you're telling me that because I can't judge him on his appearance, and he's supposed to. I'm supposed to just listen to his message, but he gets to
no,
judge my
you can
appearance.
judge it.
No, I'm just talking
You
about
can
as that caller.
no, you can judge him on your appearances if that's the conversation of the call. But at the end of the day, like he said, he's talking about marriage and long lasting happiness. So when, like he said, women control sex and men control marriage. So what he telling you is that these are what these men are looking for. You, what he's saying is just women always tell men to know their lane. So what he's saying is women know your lane with men. Now there's always an outlier. It's always an outlier
Women
of a
control
woman
sex.
either way. Yes, women control sex because you can't get it no more like caveman days. You can't hit her over the head with a hammer and take her home and
Yeah,
have
but
sex
I
with her.
mean,
Great.
I value my
So
dick.
she gotta let you.
Go ahead.
Right, but you value your dick. But we know it's a lot of dudes out here that's stuck in these women and cheating them
Yeah,
and leaving their ass
you're
pregnant
right.
and all
Inferiors,
that because
infidels. Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? So we know that.
Right.
Niggas that hit anything. So it just is what it is.
And the sun
But what
came
I'm
up. Yeah,
saying
you're right. Go ahead.
but what I'm saying is that at the end of the day, if the message fits you, then
Mhm.
it does. If it don't, then
You
it
know,
don't.
you're right.
And if you're fine with being 30, 35, 40 years old, keep saying that you can't find a good man and you keep fucking energizer bunnies and Duracells, then that's on you. Okay? And when you die alone, or when you sick, ain't nobody in there gonna make you no hot toddy or no hot tea, lemon and all that shit. Then do it yourself in your Rolls Royce, in your family, in your Mercedes Benz, in your big ass house, and your kids are grown. Be happy with that. But if you don't
Like
want to die alone,
I don't
huh?
agree with him. I don't agree with Kevin Samuels say a woman that's not a size 4 um can't get a high value man. Like
He
I
don't.
disagree with that
But
because
once
you
again, nothing is 100%. And what he's saying is that the average is it's against you than it is. What he's saying is yes, nothing's 100%. But okay, so this is what he's saying to me in a nutshell. Okay, if somebody say to me, if you get on this ride right here, you got a 98% chance of living. But if you get on this ride right here, you got a 98% chance of dying. What you gonna take?
I understand that, but at the same time, this is not the same scenario. So you can't say that. It's like he's trying to tell the bigger woman to not even try.
Okay, so then let me put it in this terms then. Let's say you a high value man and you got your money right, you 6 figures, you straight, you let's say even you got a beer belly and some man boobs, whatever. And you got two women in front of you, right? You got one that's a size 6'4", 2, slender, whatever. Then you got one that's 5'6", 235 pounds, and two kids. Who you think he gonna choose?
Okay, so in that same scenario, what Kevin Samuels is saying that these men want a woman that's going to cooperate. That size
Yeah,
6, the size 6 with no kids, she's just a sex doll. She's the one who's not going to cook, clean, do nothing. All she want to do is take your money and go shopping. Where
but
that bigger
but some men
woman
might want, but
is gonna
some
be the
men might
one.
want
No,
that.
you don't need to get no maid. You don't have to get no cook. I will cook. I will clean it. I'm not gonna go out and spend your money because at the same time I'm gonna have a part-time job and whatever I need, I'm gonna get myself. Who
But let's
you
be
think
honest.
he's gonna pick?
Let's
He
be
gonna pick
honest.
the sex doll. He gonna pick that
No,
woman.
no, he's not. Because let's be honest. Most 6 figure men or men in that statue don't cook for themselves. They have a cook. They have a driver. They have a maid.
And
They have
six
a
figures.
nanny.
So So in
Not
other
sex
Well, it
fetish,
words,
maybe
depends on.
some
It all
fetish, but not
depends
or
on.
sex.
is sex dolls then, right? I mean,
Huh?
that's what you're saying. At the end of the day, these men that makes these six figures is only looking for a human sex doll, something that's breathing. That's it.
Yes, that's pretty much
Yes,
what he said. Unless he met
exactly.
you, unless he
That's
met
what I
you
get
before
from
he
that.
got big.
From this
No, yes.
scenario, that's exactly what I got.
Kevin breaks down why he says, "Oh, they ain't got nothing to do with sex doll."
That's what she is at the end of the day. That's all
Yeah.
she is. She can't bring anything to the
She's a
marriage
baby.
but
She
that's
she's a
it.
baby maker. She make his lineage make his lineage live on with kids and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, yes, she's an eye candy. So
But
whatever,
have
she's
a
there to listen
kid
to his
if she's
conversation
spending
instead
money.
of him listening to hers. You know what I'm saying? Yes,
She won't have it. Pass it on.
that's the trade off,
The kids.
huh?
What?
He talking about marrying and having kids.
Okay, if you're
Yes.
marrying and having kids, there's women who don't do anything but spend your money, bring nothing to the table. You won't have
Yes.
anything to pass on because
Well,
she
but
fucking spending it and ain't doing shit.
Yeah, it ain't no investment. No. So fuck the
That's
black
not
community and that bullshit.
exactly. That's not an
And
investment.
as a man, you gonna take control of that shit. You ain't just gonna let somebody
right,
spend it.
And then
right.
she
You know
gonna
what,
leave
man?
your ass because she gonna say this is the reason why I got
Exactly.
married
This is
because I
part of
didn't
the
want to do
package.
anything and
And
I
I
wanted to
signed
go
off the
shopping.
marriage for
And
spending
that's
money.
fine. He gonna go get another one.
So
So
He gonna go
what's
okay,
the
get
fucking
and at
point of
the end
even
of
doing it in the first
the day,
place?
they're not gonna be happy,
That's not happiness.
right?
Well,
So it's
I mean,
still not
The
gonna
shit
happen.
blows up in your face if you come out there and actually think through this
but
shit.
at the end of the day, it's a baseline. It's a
That's
baseline. And let's be honest. Most women do the same thing. If a man can't provide, number one, and protect, as y'all say, then y'all don't want him. You don't never hear a woman say she want a man to treat her right and love her right as number one and two. No, it's always about financial.
Wait,
so
So it's the same thing.
Pause,
it's
my nigga, pause.
no, that's
Well,
not
majority of the time.
no. The
Majority of the time, I
majority
can
of
tell you,
the
right,
time, a woman would put
man.
up with a man's shit a lot of the times and forgive a man a lot of times before she gets to that final straw. So that's not
If
true.
that's the case, if that's the case, then you won't have all these women looking for a high value man then.
That's because these
I
women
want
looking for a
I
high value man because they want to be lazy. They don't want to do a fucking thing in life. That's
if
why.
you listen, I done been in your chat, bomb chat, and they have a lot of the same women they come in there, and these women, no matter what level they on, are talking about if a man can't provide and if he can't protect, then he can't have this. Why a woman got this, and this. They're not looking for how he treats her. They're not looking love, morals and love ain't number one.
And here I am
Okay, but
thinking,
JV is
I was gonna be the
we
most
not about to talk about JV because JV is not a regular.
Well,
And
I ain't talking about JV.
JV has a job.
Oh, but I ain't talking about JV.
So who on
I'm
Bomb
just
Panel actually came and said that? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
a lot of women in there say that.
name some
A
names.
lot of
I mean,
women.
I
I'm
haven't
not
seen,
gonna say nobody name, but I'm just saying.
well,
If you just watch the chats when these conversations go on, a lot of women don't never mention morals and love that they want in a man is number
Wait. Let
one.
me stop it right there because when I've said it on panels, as far as why the hell we talking about finance,
You talking about women, bro?
no. Listen to me. When I've said it, the whole fucking chat lights up and be like, okay, thank you. Finally, somebody realizes that it's not about finance. It's more about the
But
fucking
that's a
people.
lie, because if that was the truth, then they
It's
wouldn't
the
be
lot.
single them damn selves.
Say it again.
If that was true, then they wouldn't be single them damn selves. I
Who
put
said
it
they
to
were
you like
single?
this. But okay, but I'm saying a lot of these women are single. A lot of these women say
yeah,
they
but it
single in
ain't
the
because
chats.
they don't have a man that's not taking care of them because obviously they can take care of themselves. They're not saying they want to be lazy and they want to sit at home and have a man
Even
take
women
care
who
of them.
have jobs, when you ask what's the number two things they want in a man, it's to provide and protect. Money is always number one. It's all put like this. I heard this 50-50 mean roommates.
Right.
What?
50 people
50
down there.
50 mean roommates. But if you live in
Most
California,
roommates.
no, if you live in
No.
California, New York, or even maybe Florida, maybe Chicago, damn near you live in Massachusetts, okay, and the way society is now, especially for us as black people, sometimes you like, well, okay, so let's make it 55 45 or 60-40. At the end of the day, 50-50. Oh, we just a roommate there. Or just I had a guy, and he was going 50-50, and then the shit went bad, and I looked back at it, was just a roommate. Huh? What do you mean?
But check it out though. That's even before you cohabitating or marrying a chick. They already want you to pay their fucking bills when you dating them.
Wait.
And,
What?
and pick up their kids from daycare, or even watch their damn kids. And now I just heard there's a law somewhere that if you're a boyfriend and a woman can, after a year or so of you taking care of her kid and picking them up and providing, she can come after your ass for child support. So come on now.
Wait, pause. What state and what law? Wait, fuck that.
You gotta look it up. It ain't in effect.
Wait, no.
But wait. Here go. Go to O'Shea Duke's channel. Him and some lawyer on there have went through this. It's a lady. It's a few ladies in court right now that's trying to do that.
Okay, go ahead.
Go to O'Shea Duke's channel. Him and some lawyer guys on there talking about how some women who are trying to get boyfriends who not even ex-boyfriends to pay child support for their kid. Because they've been together for a year, and that's what the kid know and all this shit. Just go on this channel. He uploaded maybe within the past week or so, and you can find it. But what I'm saying is, though, a lot of time it's about money, and let's just be money is number one. Because if we can't go 50-50 and we consider roommates, then what the fuck? And most women expect men to show them that they husband material before this women can even show them that they marriage material. Like you said, most of them nowadays can't cook or don't want to cook, can't clean, don't want to clean. Well, let's just be honest.
Again, if you sign up for that, have my man pay all my bills, be ready to come out there and get that backhand if we start talking back.
Not all the time, but it might come with it.
But
it might come with it.
But it could happen. Y'all ready for that?
Well, I don't know. Let me shut up.
But tell me you haven't heard 50-50 as roommates.
Okay, now I've heard people say that, but
a lot.
Yeah, I heard it a lot. But
okay,
you have to see, that's why I think men and women are not being honest with each other. That's just my opinion. I think it just got out of hand.
Yeah,
I heard a woman say if she want him to cook, clean, and put on some sexy lingerie, he got to be paying all the bills, type of shit.
I think that people come on YouTube and fucking put up this image. They go hard about this image instead of coming out there and just realizing that the reality is that it's not going to be 100% on a man. You know what I'm saying? And it shouldn't be 50-50. I mean, but either way, whatever works. That's why we say about the connection. Because if you have a connection, 80-20 can work. If you have the right connection, 50-50 can work. 60-40. That's why I always go back to the connection first.
Yeah, but half of the time they going 50-50, and the reason why they're roommates because he don't want to marry your ass. And you still just a girlfriend.
Again, now listen, about that.
And you mad about that.
Listen, I have my own theory about that. If you've been with this woman for about 2 years, by the time you're 25, if you've been in there with that woman for 2 years, nigga, you better come out there and it's time for you to get married. It's time, because right now you're stalling. You doing an injustice to that woman.
But let's be honest, a lot of the times he don't want to marry her. And she just too stupid and too dumb to be like,
no, she ain't stupid. No, she's stupid.
No, yes, she is, because they stay for 5, 6, 7 years, ain't married. Then probably had 3 different rings because he promised her promise ring, another promise ring, and she stayed around.
I'm not gonna let you just go shit on her without letting you. You gotta go shit at that nigga because that nigga lied.
Right.
Because, she gonna be stupid because she's stupid in love.
I get that, but in today's society, should no woman who wants to get married be sitting around playing house with a man, like you said, no more than 2 years? If you've been engaged for 5, 6, 7 years and y'all not,
now,
I don't want to hear, I'm waiting for the perfect marriage, because you take your ass to court, get that paperwork, and still playing the little function shit for everybody else to see you, but you're still legally married.
Right. Now, for those who've been, just like you said, engaged for I don't know how long, that's delusional and it's sad because it's like you can see a person, it's almost like they hooked on crack. you can see them going down a fucking slippery slope, and then you try to save them, but they in love with that nigga. And I said nigga, not a man, a nigga.
And I get it, but at the end of the day, that's why women conversations have to be different. It has to be, do you want to get married? Like, how many kids you want? Like, how long you think it's gonna take for us to get married? You know what I'm saying? Do we
Yeah,
have to? Do we gotta have this big ass lavish wedding, or can we just go to the court, or can we go to somebody pastor and have two
right.
people in the audience and we get married and plan some destination shit later on, 10 years or
Mm-hmm.
whatever? Like you gotta have those steps, but they don't
Have
have
those
that conversation.
conversations, bro. You gotta have those
The conversation
conversations
is
and
where
plan.
you work, how much
But
you work, and
having that conversation is not as easy as it sounds.
But didn't you say that
why is
marriage
not?
is hard work? It's gonna have to be said, though, right?
Wait, why?
Yes,
Wait, I want to know why is that conversation not easy?
because you have to put in, I guess people have to be honest, and that's just all it is to it. People have
No,
to
no,
be
but
honest. And
right,
that
but
conversation in the beginning of a relationship is hard because in the beginning of the relationship, yeah, it's something new, it's something fun,
Mm-hmm.
and all that hard work don't come into place. So yeah, he can say yes at that point in time, and then a year down the line, you waiting for him to pop the question, and it's like he never do it because he's trying to figure out in his brain if he want to stay with you or not. And it becomes hard on a relationship and it makes it worse.
no, see, I don't agree with that. Because see, my thing is this: if you, as a woman, if you, or even as a man, because you can say too, like, I want to be married, or you, do you want to be married? But I'm saying, when you put that out front on the table from day one, then now they know, or he know, or you know that I got this in my mind as year go by.
Right,
So at
there's a
the
goal.
first year, okay, I didn't get it. The second year go by, oh, nigga, we had this conversation in the beginning. I
Right,
told you what I wanted. You either we get married
right.
or we not. I'm out of here. So now
Yes,
when
bro.
you say that from the
But
beginning, you
that
have
puts
in your
pressure
conscience
on a
this is what I
relationship.
want. It don't matter
Then
because if you said yes, then the pressure should be on your ass,
you're right because that you
man or
that's
woman.
you're a man of you got to be a man of your word. If you say yeah, that means that time is ticking.
But you don't
Right.
know her. Like, okay, I'm gonna say this.
No, you're
When
not saying you want to
No,
marry
not right
her, but
now.
what you're
Not right now.
saying
But
is
in
that
24 months, you should be able to have known her
but
enough to at least
still,
go ahead. I'm
yes,
sorry.
yes. But that's that's something that I said. I've been said this. Like, I don't date just to date. I date with a purpose.
purpose. Right.
And
Right.
when you tell your partner that, okay, yes, in the beginning, okay, yes, I understand, that's my goal too. But then say the relationship get rocky. Then what? It puts too much pressure on the
But no,
relationship.
wait,
No,
wait, wait. Wait,
No,
slow
no,
down.
no, Dominique.
Clarify that
What
for
I'm
me.
saying is no. Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry, clarify it. What do you mean by okay, it gets rocky? And I'm not talking about like okay, what causes rockiness. I'm just saying like okay, within after a year, if it's rocky, then what?
then what? You're not sure. So both parties are like, damn, do I really want this
But that's
relationship?
where the
And I think it
communication piece
puts
comes in, though.
more of a strain on the relationship because they're not being open with each other.
But wait.
Right, but
My point though,
what I
you have
was
to be
saying
able to
was
communicate with that with your mate about okay, right now I don't know if this gonna work. I mean, this is a critical point in our relationship. Like we might
right, but
not
I
be
was
ready
talking,
to talk
but
about marriage. Go ahead, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
but I was talking more to, are you guys on the same page with even getting married or not? Because a lot of people, some people don't want to be married. Some people do. So what I'm saying is, at the beginning, you put on the table like, hey, I'm looking to date because I want to be married, and if we date, that's what I'm gearing up to. How long you think it might take you to think that you want to marry me? Oh, okay, yeah, maybe 2 to 5. Okay, cool. So we get to the 2 year mark, we looking back at a relationship, and if it's been good and steady and consistent, then I don't see why it can't happen, right? But if you never had that conversation and y'all just dating and then move in and nobody never brought it up, then it's like, oh, I'm getting old. I want to be married. Oh, well, I don't know if I want to be married or if I even want to marry you. You know, I like this because you never bring the conversation up. So the conversation is never in his mind, in his head. And that goes both ways. You might meet a woman who don't want to be married. But if that dude tell you up front, you know what, I don't really think marriage is for me. Like my mom didn't get married. I don't see marriage. Or that woman say, I don't think I want to. I'm the marrying type. Then end it. See, the problem is we'll still date somebody thinking that we can change their mind.
Mm-hmm.
See, we don't ask the important question. We too busy worrying about what's your favorite color.
Yeah,
What beach you
that
like to go to?
confrontational question, that real question.
Yeah. No, we need to be asking life
You
questions.
better know my goddamn favorite color. I ain't playing with nobody.
Yeah,
You know my
that's later. That's later. But I want to know how
Yeah,
much debt you. I want to know how much debt you in. How much child support you owe. Because a woman don't know when you get with a man and he
you
owes child
taking,
support.
yeah, you taking care of all this
Now
liability.
you're
Good
responsible
dog.
for it. If he can't pay it, your taxes is going to. If you file married joint and not married separate, and he owe back child support. Your taxes is going to that child support. See shit like that. How much school debt loan she got? You know, some of it look good when you go buy a house, but that shit might cost y'all to not even get a house.
Right.
My credit score 400. The fuck I'm gonna do with a 400 credit score? Okay, well, are you trying to build it up?
You're
You know
right.
what I'm saying? I'm not worried about how fat
Right.
your ass is, how big your titties are. I need
You're
to know
right.
what you bringing to the table.
Because
Cause if I
a
got my
C cup
shit
with a
here,
perfect score is 10 times better than a double D with.
man, fuck that. A flat chested, she had double bypass and cancer breast removal would look better than just the physical part of her shit is a 700, 750 or better. Cause we can do
Right.
some shit. See, those are questions that we should be asking.
You're
Those are
right.
questions we should be looking for. And the other one is too. I don't. We need to fuck before we get married. I need to see if that pussy is right. You need to see if this dick is right. Cause that shit will cause you to get a divorce too if y'all don't fuck before marriage and that shit is
Yes,
whack.
Lord. Because, yeah. Well, we are going, yeah, well, this ain't my panel, but, yeah.
No, but I'm just saying, like, those some real ass questions that we don't ask on first dates. I need to know that you suck dick on the first night. I
Wait,
mean, I'm
wait,
not,
wait,
no,
wait,
no,
wait,
not on the
wait,
first
wait,
night. You suck
wait,
dick
wait,
first.
wait.
No,
Run that again. Say
what
that
I
again, my
mean
nigga.
is no. What I'm
Speak
trying to
that
say,
truth.
I need to know. I need to know on
But
the
you wouldn't
first
be
Speak
night
asking
that
of
that on
truth.
no
fucking.
first date.
No, no,
Speak
listen.
that truth,
No,
brother.
no, no, no. No, I'm not saying do it the first night. I'm saying on the first
Right.
night, I need
But
to
this is an
know,
interview process
do you suck dick and do you suck it with a passion? I don't want
with
to that.
a
Oh,
passion.
no, I don't. Right, I don't want to know that. Oh, I really don't suck dick and we 6 months in.
Right.
No, the fuck that is over
You've been
then.
wasting my time.
Right. I don't need to know. You need to know if I eat pussy because he might not eat
Right.
pussy.
Because sexual compatibility is, even though it's taboo, it is highly important.
Right. Fuck all that pansexual shit. Fuck my mom. Okay, you want me to fuck your mind? I will fuck your mind all day, but you better come home and fuck me.
Exactly. Exactly. Because as a
You know what
man
I'm saying?
with a high sex drive, trust me, if you want that man to be just for you, you better be sexually compatible with him.
You know what I'm saying? I need to know shit. Like for me, I need to, send me pictures while I'm at work. So my mind can be on you instead of somebody else.
You're
Let
right.
me be eager to get off work and come home to some shit. You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying?
And
So I need to know, are you
on the
cool with
back
that?
end, fellas, on the back end, you got to be willing to
Send them
please your
love
mate.
letters,
Exactly. You got to
send
come
those
out there and fuck
how's
her
your
mind up.
day, send some
You got to put
flowers to
that energy
work
back
just
in there.
because.
The same energy that
Fuck
you have for looking at fucking porn, put it in your woman.
right. And then, like I said, send flowers to her job just because. Ain't gotta be on no birthday, no holiday. Make all the
Right.
other bitches in her job be like, damn, she got a good man. What the fuck am
Mm-hmm.
I doing? You know what I'm saying?
She gonna be
Come
she
home.
gonna be at the job, and all them hoes gonna be hating on her. And I promise you that shit gonna be running down her leg, ready to come home.
Shit, come home and have her favorite wine chilled and a hot bath water ready. And dinner ready and the kids' homework done and in the bed. So then she ain't gotta come home and say, oh, I'm tired from doing this. No, you ain't tired tonight. Everything is done. I
But
need that.
wait, but
Take
why
that
does she have
shower.
to send you pictures of her new? Why she got to send pictures of you
Oh,
so
Wait,
you
wait,
that's
not
just
won't
nude, not
stray?
personal.
nude, not
You're
nude,
not
not
That's
nude.
supposed
just
to
that.
stray anyway.
Wait,
Well,
not
that's no,
nude.
no, no. I'm
But
not
listen
saying
though.
straight. But that's just personal. You know, say I work
Yeah,
late at
but
night,
and
and
also
your
what you
mind
have to
gets to
send is this
wandering
though,
and
Sin.
shit. So I know you at home in bed by yourself. Just send me something to get my blood
Okay.
flowing
Oh,
so I can get
okay.
through this
Well, I
night.
was gonna.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Okay.
just
Yeah,
personal.
Sin. What
That's just
I
personal.
will say is this though: men are visual creatures.
Yeah, I understand that, but
So you know what I'm saying. Just put something on our mind.
okay.
Continue.
Yeah, I might have been worded right, but that's what I mean. Get keep my blood flowing so I can get through this night and ready to come home in the morning at 6 in the morning, hop in the shower and be it up while you sleep. You be like, what you doing? Don't worry about it. I got you. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about. It ain't gotta be
Well, I
every
mean,
night, but
for the
huh?
women who don't send nude pictures, because I know that I struggle with that too.
Nude.
You can
Okay, not
be creative and
yeah.
send something that kind of,
Teasers.
Yeah,
yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
it's
it's
not
all
yeah.
really nude. It don't
yeah,
really show those things, but it shows that area.
right. I
But
mean,
it's
it
my
don't. It
thing
don't be.
though.
I don't want
But
you to
if
be
that's
bust
your
open
man
like
and your
you on some
husband,
porn
why
magazine.
are
I
you
want you to
worrying
be
about
productive.
not being nude? If that's your man and your
I
husband, why
mean,
you
but
worrying about?
because it's the internet
Right.
that's going through all these ways. It's never deleted, no matter what you do. So
Well,
you just don't do that.
well.
Well,
My
Snapchat,
thing is.
Snapchat,
Well,
that
wait.
shit thing.
My
They
thing is
got,
this though, dog. You can't be just
they got
having.
Duo.
Let me shut up. Go ahead. My bad.
I mean, they got Duo. You can video it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want to send a picture, they got Duo on your phone. Everybody who got Androids, or video message. You know what
You
I'm
right.
saying? It's the same way. Y'all want us to fuck y'all minds, fuck our minds too. But what we like, what we want to see, which is our woman and some sexy or something. Or put like this: if you want some pictures, then let me come home and your ass is sleeping in the bed and that shit. You know what I'm saying? Or the kids are gone, I come home and you in it. You know what I'm
Listen.
saying? She's waiting for me to get home with my favorite drink and some shit. The same
If
way.
if your woman texts you at during lunch and you at work and she says, "I can't wait for you to come home so I can suck the skin off your dick," the time will fly so fucking quick.
No,
You ain't
when that
stopping
shit is
at the
going
club.
so goddamn slow,
You
like damn, come on.
you ain't stopping. You ain't stopping off to get a drink. You know what I'm saying, at the bar or whatever after work. Fuck that.
Shit, I might clock out 15 minutes early.
Right.
I gotta go, boss. See you tomorrow. You know what
It's
I'm
just, I
saying?
mean, those little small things though.
Yeah, but at the same time, you don't think a woman want that?
That's why I just said, as a
Wait.
man, you
That
gotta
energy's
do
supposed
stuff
to go
off
both
peace.
ways though. Yeah.
Yeah, it ain't one way. It's both ways.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Because that energy need to be given to that woman to let her know that, okay, when she thinks that she's slipping physically or whatever because she grind or whatever, that her man still thinks of her as that sexy ass woman that he married.
She talking about she on a diet. Okay, I'm a Uber eat you some food, some weight loss type of food, or send your ass some edible oranges and shit. You know what I'm
Or
saying? Some smoothie
just some
shit for
shit
you to eat
that
on.
some
You
shit
know?
that you know that makes her realize that she is still on your mind. Why you away from at work? You know what I'm saying? It's all about making sure that that woman knows that her spot is not even up for debate in your
Or shit,
life.
on the way home, get your favorite snack. Stop off and get your favorite snack and just bring it home. Even if it ain't that night. Just leaving those breadcrumbs. Oh, he got my favorite snack tonight. Oh, I'm gonna make sure this weekend if the kids are
Mm.
gone and that. Just shit like that. I mean, like I said, as a man, you gotta be submissive to your woman as well. You want her to be submissive to you.
But
You
you
Thank
know,
get a
you.
lot,
society
you get a
has
lot more with honey than you do with shit.
society has downed that on a man though, because they call them simps now.
Well, I like being a simp because the simp means that I definitely am fucking her mind.
Well, put it like this: if I'm a simp with a woman and you ain't a simp with anyone, then good luck then, because you can use your sex doll in your hand, but I got
No,
this pussy right
this
here
is
that's soft and warm.
no. Pause. A simp, in these streets, if you simping for your woman, that don't even make sense. Now, if you doing all these things for a woman and you're not getting the benefit back,
Yeah, yeah, man,
then
that's
you're
a
a
simp.
simp. You're a duck. Simp, duck, same thing. But if you simping, no, giving that attention to that woman
Mhm.
and you receiving it back, you ain't no fucking simp. You're a smart nigga.
No, I don't think that's a simp. That's a good man. Well, why do they think that's a simp? That's crazy. That's
Because
why
you
they
have
ain't got
to,
nobody.
and that's the reason why I pay attention to who's saying what.
Yeah.
It's not because the
Mhm.
message could be the message, but fuck, look who's saying it.
But see, that's why a lot of these dudes, women are getting fucked by a side nigga. The ones who don't, who quote unquote, don't be sent for a woman. Don't take care of her. Don't make sure that your deposit is something except your checkbook. Because she don't take the checkbook and make sure her and her kids are straight. But somebody gonna be digging her down while you out in the streets thinking that you just, I'm boss hall. I'll come home and
That's
just
the reason why I came at
suck
RBR's
my
neck.
dick on order. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay.
That's the reason why I came at RBR's neck. That last panel. Not the one this morning, not the one today, but the one before that. Condescending, arrogant, this, that, and the other. But if your woman tells you you need to get the fuck off the panel, you still bothering these people? That's a sign. And that's why I asked him. I was like, once I heard that, I was like, dog, how many times your wife cheated on you? And somebody in the chat said that was a low blow, but I'm like, that's a clear example of, a quote unquote high value man, not in parents, but I'm just talking about statistics and man, fuck all that shit. Attention to your woman.
Right.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
I gotta come out. I'm gonna create my own little channel. I mean, I've been talking, and I mean, I got came at and told to put out. I gotta just do what I gotta do. I just gotta go buy me a computer though.
Shut up.
What?
For real?
I don't, man. Listen, man. Look, I'm about to go and eat this salad. Y'all know
Stop it. Stop.
No, but I will say this though, for the people who, like I said, if you got an image issue with Kevin Samuel, if you got a body language issue with him, hey, that's all the fine, do you? But just listen to the message, and if you don't like the message, don't listen to it, because everybody message ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So, people like who they like, listen to who they like, who they listen to. But I just don't. I mean, this space is big enough for anybody to be on here and do what they're doing. Some people mad at his money that he's getting or whatever. I mean, let that man live, because this is a capital society. Everything is about money.
Let me ask you this though.
Sure.
Do you think that this country, when you see young people, young men, I mean 19-year-old to 21, wearing tight ass jeans, suspect shit, does that irritate you as a man?
Oh yeah, because I have to get on my son.
Okay, so when the image that Kevin Samuels gives off, the outward appearance, to a young person, the image is impressionable. I mean, that image can be adopted by that young person too. And the thing is, like, we're older, so we can
but
pay
if you got a
attention to the
father,
message.
no, but listen, but if you got a father in your life,
that's a big if though.
Okay, but then if you don't, I'd rather you follow a man that's wearing tight jeans talking about a woman than follow a man that's sagging and talking about what's up, blood or cuz or GDs.
Okay, and again, comparing that to the latter, yeah, you got that, but also that's the reason why the image. That's why I wish that the message needs to be.
Okay, so let me ask you a question then.
Go ahead.
Would you rather him follow a man that's talking about women wearing a suit and a tie, or follow a man that's wearing a t-shirt and some sweats talking about some old 1960 history shit that we should already know? Who do you think you should want him following?
Listen, I don't listen to nobody from Lima, Ohio.
Okay, but I'm just saying they both on here. So which one would you pick?
You already know.
Okay, so my point is this.
But
at the end of the day, if even
that has
if
to be the only option though.
Yes.
No.
Because you gave me the option, so I'm giving it to you because this is my thing. If he's not talking about killing, shooting, all he's talking about is maybe how to pick your woman or not pick your woman, whether you got a father in your life or not. But at the end of the day, if I had a father in my life, I'll be listening to a man that's on TV with a suit. Like, damn, maybe I should go get me a suit. Now I'm gonna get the suit that's gonna fit me. I mean, now kids are wearing tight ass clothes. I tell my son, nigga, your nuts can't breathe in that shit.
Right now, the suit. No, let me stop you before the suit. I don't have. Of course, I don't have an issue with a suit. But continue. I'm talking about the other images.
You got rappers who wear pink furs. You got NBA and basketball players who wears slippers, who wear now. I know y'all saying something about him wearing some furry slippers and all that or whatever.
Yes.
You got people that see this is what we gotta stop doing too. I don't know if the man gay or not, but we gotta stop saying that everything that a man do is gay, putting him down with
Okay,
that
so
terminology.
listen, it's not gay. So let me first of all stop saying the word gay. It is not masculine. It is not what
But okay, what is masculine?
masculine
Show me a
is.
show me a picture of masculine.
Show you a picture of me. I'm not going to show. I mean, I guess
Yes.
on my new channel I'm going to have to. But again, what I'm
Right,
saying
because
is,
what I'm telling you is that now it ain't just him. If you look at society right now,
oh,
from
a couple of
basketball players
yes,
to
I agree.
rappers to sports players, everything ain't nothing masculine in.
Right. This day and then in this day and age, and it's a major issue that nobody wants to speak about. But that
Right.
needs to
So
be talked.
everybody who's saying that this dude is not masculine, is not this, I don't see them on no channel. I don't see them camming up showing me what's not masculine. So what do I have to choose from then?
You're right. So just like the tight pants and the man purse is not masculine in my opinion, sagging your pants purposely is the epitome of not being a man.
And
And I'm
I get all that. But what I'm trying to tell you is that show me a page there, or show me somebody who's masculine, who ain't doing neither one of these things right now that young men can look at and say, that's what I want to do.
in YouTube, off the top of
And
my anything,
and anything.
I can. If a child goes to school and sees a black male professional with a belt on,
Okay, well, so
slacks,
let me tell you. So
and a
let me
button
tell you
down,
this. So let me tell you this. I work in a school profession. You
okay,
don't see that many
you're
males
right because
in
it's less
school
than
professions. You only see a
0.5%.
bunch of
You're
women.
right. Cool.
Okay, and if they are, half of those males are gay themselves. So if you
Okay,
want to say
I give that.
gay,
Okay, you called me on that
right?
one. Because education, damn. All right, I see Russell Wilson in the chat.
But somebody said
Those
Russell Wilson.
and those are
But
athletes.
Russell Wilson is not on TV like that. This
Van
year he
Jones.
probably had maybe 2 commercials,
Okay,
so we don't see him a lot.
so you're telling me that there's no straight heterosexual black.
Uh, no, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, tell me one that is being advertised, visual, voice wise, that's out there that kids can gravitate to. You having a hard time telling me one. So that is let
No,
you know that society is not
wait,
pushing
wait,
that.
wait, 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 wait. Okay, so I love sports. I look at sports and I look at sportscasters. All right.
Okay,
I look at
okay.
men who are breaking down analytics and it's
So tell
related
me
to
a black man that's on sports, that's commentary on sports
Lewis
right now,
Reddick,
that's advertised.
Ryan Clark.
Okay, right. But if I'm a kid and I don't watch sports, I don't see them. And then when you
Wait,
see them,
wait,
no, listen,
pause. Your boy that don't watch sports.
it's a lot of them out here. It's a
Okay,
lot of them out here who don't watch sports. But let me say this: I watch sports. So what you're
gotcha.
talking about. But they always behind their pants. You only see them from neck up. You don't even see what their pants got on.
Wait, I'm talking. No, that's why I mentioned the people that are on, not the sports players. I'm talking about the retired sports
No, I'm
players
talking
who
about
turn
right.
into analysts.
Lewis Reddick and Ryan Clark. When you watch them on Sports Center and on ESPN, all that, you only
Right.
see them from the waist up because they sit down in front of the chair.
Okay, so
So you don't even know if they pants tight. Matter of fact, shirt
wait,
is short.
matter of fact, let me stop you right there. Because if you look at
Okay.
Get Up on ESPN, they have a more lax um dress style. Keyshawn
Yeah.
Johnson,
Yeah. He
Jason
do. Yeah.
Williams,
Yeah. Their platform. They on those
and
two
they're not
benches and they
behind
sitting
the
right
desk.
there.
They're just sitting down like in a chair, and they are
Okay.
able to. That's masculinity because of the fact that you can, and it also teaches the fact that even though this message of you got to be a ball player to say
Right.
no, you can
But then let me tell
ball
you this
and
though. You
also
talking
get
about
your education.
right, but you talking about get up and we talking about kids. Most kids are at school at this time. They doing homework. They're not even watching that
Okay,
shit.
so now that means that we need to talk about how kids being social media.
Mm-hmm.
Social media probably is the best avenue for kids to look at model of masculinity. And
But who's on there?
unfortunately, I can't name anybody in the music industry
Right.
right now.
So this
Okay,
is
J.
so this
Cole.
is what I'm gonna say. You got 95. You got 90%. of what you call not masculine men that are being paraded on social media, YouTube, Sports Center, everywhere in the world on wearing tight ass clothes, fur, shit that look like they got on trash bags and suits
Running back.
with ashy ankles, huh?
Wait, I didn't catch the first part. I'm sorry.
I said you have 95% of men that are being shown to teenage kids and boys right now are what you call non-masculine. Because you're having a hard time even give me one, let alone give me 10. So that means that that's 0% of people out there. What I'm saying is you can name more non-masculine men than you can masculine men. So at the end of the day, what is masculinity? Or what's the dress code for it?
The dress code is the fact that my nuts need to breathe in pants.
Right. So this is what I'm telling you. And like I said, there's no shot and there's no dish. And if you feel that way, because I'll watch your show and I'll tell myself to subscribe because he's 20 years old and he's still impressionable. He only gets so much from me, but like he's stuff in the world. At the end of the day, it's more people on these shows like Kevin Samuel than it is like what you gonna tell me is masculine. So I need you to get on there with a nice tailored suit where your nuts ain't tight and they ain't fitting your pants, they ain't fitting your ankles.
Slow down.
I'm just saying.
The suit,
you said
not the suit.
Huh?
I'm talking about the skinny jeans.
Okay, well, regular clothes. Okay, well, I need you to get your size and not slim fit. No, let me tell you this. No,
because
so
I'll be
listen.
wondering, like, dog, how the fuck you wearing these skinny ass jeans? I'm sorry.
Right. So let me tell you this, because as having a son as a teenager, when you go to these stores like Old Navy and Gap and Abercrombie and Fitch and all these little whatever, that's all the fuck they sell is slim.
And
they don't even sell regular no more. Yes,
man,
and you get it, man.
No, listen, I go to Old Navy. I go to places where they fit me because I know. Fuck, first of all, I know damn sure.
You go to Old Navy and Gap, you will see more slim fit boot cut jeans for boys than you do regular.
That's not true.
Okay, so let's do a challenge.
They had a wide.
I'll go one day this week and snap some pictures. You go one day this week and snap pictures. Well, maybe because I'm in California, it might be different.
Okay.
Maybe because I'm in California and now I'm in the IE, so it's a lot more, white people urban. So maybe it might be that. You more in the South, so it might got more regulars. But where I am, shit is more slim fit, boot cut, straight cut shit than it is regular size jeans.
Yeah, I mean, because I'll be like, dog, you got a dick? You must have a pussy if you can wear that shit.
And that's how I be.
Yeah, I said, yeah, about to say, because I'll be like, dog, no, you did your nuts get cut off?
So, but back to what I'm saying though, still at the day, what does masculinity look like?
Okay, so you need a clear cut definition.
Huh?
Most young men today don't know what it looks like because their dad was at home.
I was about to get to that point. Because when I think about masculinity, I think about I was blessed to come from a two-parent household, and my father always had a belt on. I never seen his pants fall off his ass, and he always told me, go your ass in the mirror and check yourself before you step outside and whatnot, because you project not only yourself, but you, my son.
Right. But let me tell you this though, right? So it's even ones with fathers and even the ones with mothers who got a problem with it. But who's buying these clothes though? The parents.
Pause.
So the parents is buying them these tight ass clothes.
I'm not all Qs, not all members of Omega Psi Phi are masculine, because Stephen bald head what his name, Harvey? Steve Harvey? Nah. I drag for some Qs. But continue, brother.
But
I'm just saying. I'm sorry, go ahead, Nene.
I hear what y'all are saying about the men, but what about the women that's going outside wearing pajamas, slippers, them fucking shower caps on their head?
But
we can't speak on that.
But wait. Didn't you say men check men, women check women?
Yeah, I can't speak on that.
Right. I have my opinion on it.
You're not even bringing it up though.
Oh, trust me.
It's not a conversation.
Oh, trust me, there's enough. I mean, they give us enough energy. There's enough content to be made on that topic, but I'm not the messenger.
So why do men holler at these women or approach these women that do that? They're giving the impression that it's okay to do that.
Because our ass is fat?
Right. Because trust me, if her ass ain't fat, she ain't getting hollered at.
Okay, so you
The
don't think
same
that's
way a
an
man will
issue?
pick up a woman with 3 kids on the bus because she cute and got a fat ass.
So you don't
So
think that's an issue? Because
That
let me
is
tell
an
you
the
issue.
something.
men complain
So
about these women being trifling and nasty and everything else, but
But
yet
we can't come on
giving
here and
us
say it
attention.
because if we come on here and say it, then we hate all women and
women,
what are we
exactly.
talking
No,
about
you're
and
giving
that.
them the attention though, so they feel like it's okay
No,
Well,
no, no,
because
Danini,
they get
no, no. So
attention
okay.
either way.
So how you conquer that is we need to as men deliver that message to men that that shit ain't acceptable to be dealing with a woman who's not dressed
Exactly.
appropriately. You need to communicate that to the men, but you can't
Okay.
go directly at the women.
well,
Okay. So that
but
right
when
there.
a man do that, y'all talk about it because in a sense, if you listen to Kevin Stream, he does say that.
No,
He
that's not
does
what he
tell
said.
these. No, no, no. But I'm saying in some streams, he does tell them about themselves on how they look and carry
No,
themselves. It ain't all
not the
about
women.
yes.
Not the women.
No,
He's
I
Speak
said
talking about
to the
the
men.
men let the men tell the men stop approaching these females that does this.
I think
what I'm
that the
saying is
channel. I
Kevin
think
has said that about women.
no,
He
but
has told men to stop chasing women. It ain't just about your size and your looks. It's also about how they carry themselves, what they wear, and things like that too. He has said that in the stream. That's why I said a lot of times you gotta listen to the whole
no,
everything, not just these little 20, 30 minute clips that he take out with an individual woman.
I
You know what I'm
got
saying?
you.
There's some dialogue before he gets
I
to those
think that
parts. That's
I
all I'm
think
saying.
that I think that the channel, a perfect channel, would be a channel where you have men talking just to men.
They tried that.
Yeah, but see the thing about that is though is that you're gonna have women who come in those chats and
Yep.
say that we are bashing women,
But
or you're gonna
Hmm.
start allowing them on the panel
no,
and saying that
you
y'all
got to
don't
hold
know
that.
stuff.
You have to hold that line as your
Right,
as
right. You have to. But like I said, a lot of the times, what's the key to YouTube and some people it's money. So if they doing it to do that and make money, a lot
so.
of times it's the women that give them more money than men do.
This is another issue with this channel and subs and all this shit. There's three fucking categories when you're building a fucking platform, or not even building a platform, creating a channel. There's the channel that is made to send a message out. Then there's a message. Then there's a category where that channel is being made for money. Very rarely can a person do it with the intent, be motivated to create a channel just for the message and the money, if that makes sense. You're gonna have to pick one or the other.
Yeah, but I think that the perfect channel would be a channel where there's men and women, but allow the men to talk to the men and let the women talk to the women, but have the men be able to ask women questions and the women be able to ask the men questions. I think that's the only way it can be solved. But also, in saying that, it has to be done in a respectful
Oh wait,
manner.
yes, where passions and whatnot are definitely controlled, because I know that's something I've consciously had to work on, and I'm still working on it. The
Okay, so let's
delivery.
do this then. So let's stop giving the the task to somebody else and let's stop giving the idea out there and
Well,
let's
no, I
get on
mean,
the no
in
no no
terms
no I'm talking to the media. I'm saying let's create a back chat and let's create that channel because I feel like we have level-headed equal people. You know what I'm saying? From Denini and even Warren, even though you think Warren is you like Kevin Sam, and even you, like I said, I've heard you on people's channels, and you, to me, you always give a fair statement on whether it's the woman or the man. You know what I'm saying? So maybe we should get in the back chat and kind of brainstorm or whatever, and try to come up with a channel. Maybe do a couple of lives and see how it goes. Schedule a time, whether it's one day through the week or on the weekend. Come up with it. You got, I like Bomb. Sometimes she seems like a feminist, and sometimes she don't. But everybody matters. You know what I'm
true,
saying? We
very
could,
true.
kind of come in there and throw it together and put that out there because it will be a good thing. And if we know we're doing it, if money comes from it,
Thank you.
then hey, it
Hey,
does.
so be it.
Right. But if we doing it just to kind of like get how we feel about what's going on in the world in these areas out, then let that be the baseline of it. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
You right.
All right. I mean, I'm willing to do that.
Yeah. And then we can bring people on as guests, and
Hmm.
have them, like the rules, or even somebody new, or even women who want to get on the panel. You're never going to change everybody's mind. But at the end of the day, if we come up with how we see the world, and like you said, we're doing respectful, and we coming from both angles, not just all men or all women or all swirlers or all non-swirlers or
Yeah.
whoever, just a melting pot of everything and giving our own, personal, as equal as we can be opinion on it, then hey,
You're
see
right.
what happens.
Because I'll be honest with you, after listening to the rhetoric on your girl channel, I was infuriated, but I was like, fuck.
Why would you let Crystal and Kerosene
No,
get you
no,
back?
no, no. Because even you had
And
to
Paul,
leave. Even you had to leave when that dumbass broad said, "Oh, we don't even deserve you."
oh,
I
yeah.
said, and throw the whole fucking channel away.
See, when she was saying that, okay, she was talking and then she was trying, I don't know if she black or white, but she
She,
was trying to say that black women are just stupid and we'll never get right. That's what I got from the
she
conversation.
said it,
Yeah,
and then
it was.
after that, I saw the anointing. I didn't know that she was being canonized. Crystal Carson is a saint in her eyes because we don't even deserve her. What?
Right. That's what she said. So that's why I was like, you know what? Before I fuck up
And
Crystal and
uppity, right?
Harrison channel, I
Mm-hmm.
was like,
I know.
let me leave,
Yeah,
because
exactly.
so it was the girl, whatever T
Right.
was, because that's was her name that
Right.
showed up in a Zoom. It was just a
Mm-hmm.
T.
But the thing
So
is, though,
she was
my thing is
talking,
this, though,
I
her
said, babe,
reaction, though, her reaction
yeah,
to that comment. I didn't see anything. I didn't see anybody put her back in her place. And I know uppity, the wrestling Harrison didn't say it, but if it's allowed, you're responsible for, because I was offended as a black man hearing her say black women are stupid. I was like, Kristen, you better come out there and address this shit.
I didn't want to fuck up her panel. That's why it was easier for me to leave than to put homegirl in her place.
Right.
But I'm gonna give you my theory on Crystal and Karazin right now and what I feel is going on. So I don't know if she's still with her husband or not, but I feel she's trying to communicate with the black man again. I feel like she's trying to work her way back in.
Well, I
Now,
And I
got
who
think
who is
the
she? She
black
a
man.
swirler?
and
She a
She's
swirler?
she the one who started that swirling shit.
movement. Yeah, that's rolling shit
Is she
exactly.
that? Is she that light skinned woman?
No,
She's not light skinned.
No.
She's dark
she's brown,
skinned.
slender, dog skinned woman. And the thing is,
Oh,
though,
okay. Because I know it was light skinned woman who was talking about white man, and I guess some white man drove from Texas to Florida to come see her or something. I don't
No,
know
yeah,
who
Crystal
that.
and Carolyn is the one who wrote the book, the swirling
yeah,
book.
yeah, she's actually like,
Okay.
she's what Kevin Samuels aspires to be, in my opinion.
Oh my
Oh
God.
well.
No.
No, I'm just saying
Okay.
because she is mainstream, is she not?
But yeah, I really, yes, she is.
You know,
But
so
I just assume or I feel that she's trying to connect again with the
yeah,
black man.
well,
That's what I get from her.
I'm
Well, I guess she said, well, uppity. Well, uppity. I don't know her. I don't follow the shows. I never heard of her, so I don't even
no
know who
Crystal Swirls is,
Crystalline or Crystal Swirls.
she has
I
mental
mean,
issues.
forgive me. I'm sorry, but I don't know who these people are that have been their channels. So
Yeah,
hey.
Crystal Swirls is, yeah, she comes off as a raving lunatic. Kristen
Oh,
Carrison,
okay.
for the, yeah, I mean, it's what it is. But Kristen Carrison, I mean, she reminds me of my mom as far as her delivery, so I can even listen to her. But the chat is when
What's
I
her channel called? It's
the
called
pink,
Crystal, the Pink Pill.
Pink,
Okay,
yeah,
maybe I'll go.
yeah.
because I
All
looked at
right.
it and I saw a couple of people that's in this chat that comes to your chat that was in there, and I was like, huh, what?
Yeah. I mean, like a lot of these sectors cross. I mean, a lot of them,
But the thing
and
is, like, if as a black man, I'm looking at that and I'm like, okay, y'all among this group in this chat, like it,
but
even
you
though
have to
you,
allow.
no, it's
You
not.
have
No, I'm
to.
not passing judgment on that, but it's kind of it was shocking because I was
But you
like,
know what I feel though? I feel like all these people that are on YouTube, it's a reason and a purpose because people think like that. And I think that it's okay to have these people have their opinions, in a society because you have people, we don't all think alike. We all don't grow up the same. We all not cookie cutters. So if people follow these people and they feel like that, then let them be. That's why I never got mad if somebody saying this and somebody saying that and somebody doing that. Only thing I didn't like was the whole doxing shit. But you able to have your content as however it is, because if it don't fit me and what I'm doing or what I'm about, I just don't watch it and look for it. You know what I'm saying? But if
mm,
it do, then I do. But I feel like it's a place for everybody because everybody is different and weird. Nobody is
right,
normal. To me, everybody is weird in their own right way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Like I seen a girl today dip pickles and ranch, and I thought that shit was so weird. But you know, I guess she like pickles and ranch.
I
Yeah,
mean,
I don't know. So that shit was weird. So I'm just saying, so let the people have their space. To the people
so
that follow them,
so
obviously they need that.
I'll
Huh?
say this as a graduate from a HBCU, when Christian Harrison said that my degree and my education was inferior to that of a person that went to a predominantly white university, a PWI,
Hmm.
it does apply to me then.
But
And why is
with
that?
people,
Because
when
I'm
um,
go
And
ahead.
why is
hey,
that?
go ahead,
No, I'm saying
Ariel.
no, I mean that because I fall in that category.
No, but why? But in more, can you give me in more depth why you felt that what she said was you thought what she said was bad or good?
I mean, I felt that A, it was wrong. Number two, it was insulting. And number three,
Why?
to for a person to promote and push the idea that HBCU education and quality of education is inferior.
To
It's
going
fucking
to a
fraudulent.
white
It's fraudulent. Yeah, it's
is
fraudulent and it's
is
dangerous.
is it not?
Excuse me?
Is it not? Is it not true? A true statement?
Are you? No, it's not.
No, I'm asking you. Is it
It's
not a
not true.
true statement? Because don't society push that? That getting a degree from a white college is way better than getting a degree from a black college?
You're right. As we have a vice president who went to graduate from both undergrad and law school from HBCU.
Right, but you know that that's not why she became president, though, right?
But again, her education came from where? As
Okay.
a black woman. The first black woman just happened to be from. She didn't go
Well,
to
but okay. So this
USC,
this so this is what I'm
Harvard.
playing. This is what I'm playing. I get that you took offense to it, and I'm
Okay.
not saying that you shouldn't. But what I'm saying is, when society is pushing that going to a white college is a lot better than going to a black college, especially to black people, and maybe from where she came from, you can't really get mad at her talking points of what she sees and what she feels.
If
That's what
she
I'm saying. Well,
thinks
maybe
that
huh?
if she comes from an isolated town and then all she knows is
No,
uh,
it's not isolated. It's the world. I'm gonna tell you why. Because just now I seen a little fast, but when black athletes come out of high school, they tend when they eat the shit in the top, they tend to
uh,
go where?
they go to these white schools.
Thank you. So society in the world
Pause.
pushes that white schools are a lot better to go to. Now, yes, we got Deion Sanders' son, and we got a few other 5 stars that went, but that's the small percentage, and it may be
But why
changing.
is that the case?
But because as the society, we've always pushed that going to a white university, even for athletes or for education, will get you to where you need to be in the NFL, in better jobs. Because if you go to an interview and they see a guy who came from Yale and he barely graduated and shit. And a guy who came from Hampton and he was a 4.0 and everything. They 9 out of 10 they will go with the guy from Yale.
So that tells you that is about fucking connections than the quality of the education. So
and that can be
that point
and that can be true. That can be
up.
true too. That can be true too. But it's not necessarily the connection of Yale. It's the connection of it's a white man making the decision, and sometimes it's blacks making the decision too. But what I'm still saying is society pushed that, and that might be what she's been taught or what she still thinks. Because remember,
so
she
that means
probably
she's a
goes to a black.
brainwashed, stupid bitch. This is what it is.
And there's a lot of them for that.
That poison to
and
other
so that's why I said
brainwashed
that we
bitches.
need channels like you to come on, and when you hear these other topics, you go on your channel not to bash them.
Wait, hold on.
When you bash them,
hold on. Wait, I'm reading the chat. Uppity, you referring to me?
Wait, what?
No, she talking. She talking.
Oh, okay. All right, then. Never mind. All right, then. I'll keep it
so,
pushing. I'm sorry.
No, so that's what I'm saying. Like for you and people who are like you or think like you, huh?
No, go ahead, brother. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Don't fear
No,
you.
I'm saying. So for you and people like who think like you or have your point of view, then that's when you hear these people topics, and you go on your channel and you have the discussion the other way, not necessarily putting their names in the title and hashtagging them. No, you just have a topic on some shit that you just heard that you think is bullshit, but then you tell it from your point of view.
You're right.
So people who feel and think like you can think differently. Because remember, we gotta undo what we've been pushed for so long.
And you're right. You're right. Because I mean, if I need to, so pretty much what I'm getting from you is that if I have all this passion, if I have all this energy, use it constructively on my own platform to come out there and spread the word.
Yes.
There you go.
Okay, I can respect that.
Because now what you're gonna do is now you're gonna get more followers who like what you're saying, what you're talking about, to come in your chat, and then you ain't even gotta do it with beefing with these people. See, what I don't like is, yeah, we can talk about other people's topics, but we don't have to put their names in it to make it a beef and make it a fight, because that draws out the message of what you're really speaking about. Just have a normal connect. You can come on and have a connection about HBCs and what it meant for you and what it did for you, and doors are open for you and other friends. Maybe get some other people to come on there and speak about their experience, and that's pushing it to. Because when I grew up in whatever, they didn't push HBCs in the city of LA. They didn't know shit about no black college. They only push all white shit.
Are not on the West Coast. Yeah, you're right. And the thing is,
you know what I'm saying? So I didn't know about that shit until I got older. Until I went to college, and then I learned more about it when I started getting recruited in football, and then got some recruitments out there. But that wasn't until my senior year. But all the way from junior high school, I had white teachers hang up in our classrooms. They do this thing in California where they hang up different, colleges or whatever, and it's mainly either local or white. Ain't none black.
I think that I'm not even looking at the chat anymore. I think that as far as before I get off the panel, I just want to let it be known that it's not about HBCUs or even superior to PWIs. It's about what's good for you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where can you succeed at, and what can help you get to that point? Because hell, some schools ain't for some people, and some people, it's all about making sure that person gets a quality education. I think
what is she talking
about? No, but also too, you could preach that even though you went there, you still had maybe the opportunities to somebody who went to a white school. You still can get those opportunities. You still can open up your businesses. You still can be this, that, and that. You know what I'm saying? Because they still open for a reason.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like personally that us as black people out here, that we need to start sending our kids to these schools, black schools, so they can stay open, and so we can go and meet a good black high value man that went to college and is graduating as a lawyer, a doctor, a dentist, and philanthropist, whatever the hell you want to be.
It's funny that you brought up the issue about players going to the these PWIs, because even though I get infuriated with the swirling of black women with white men, the worst thing, I think that it literally makes me throw up when you see this boy in the top 10 getting picked, money coming his way, all of his family black, except for that one white girl that jumps on his lap. And that shit pisses me the fuck off, because I know that, just like Sen said, that white girl was taught by her mama to go get an education, but go get you. In this case, you done came up on a millionaire.
Right.
And
And I would say this, it's true for athletes in the West Coast because like you said, we don't have no black universities here. And our local universities, except, UCLA and USC, but a lot of our local universities don't have football teams,
right,
so unless you kind of go up, but they're still white schools. So they don't teach them about black university unless a black university will be ballsy enough to come down to the inner city and offer a top recruit, a scholarship, which they 9 times don't. So on the lower tiers, kind of find out about them. But when it comes here, you sending your black child, male or female, to a white school,
right.
and what you predominantly see. So to me, I was like, I'd rather my son be with this Hispanic girl than to go be with a white girl. And I'm just
You're
gonna
right.
be
Now,
honest.
that I can agree with. I mean,
You know what
hell,
I'm saying? So, stay with her. Be
exactly.
engaged to her. Don't go get you a white girl just because it was only gonna happen because that's all that's there.
Right. Now I understand. I mean, I
You know
know
what I'm
it's
saying?
not as if
Yeah.
I'm hooping and hollering at the actual athlete because I
No,
mean,
I get that.
it's
Yeah,
there. I mean, it's all about proximity. But
yeah. Right.
I wish that family had gotten in this because hell, University of Alabama, you get these
Hmm.
dudes from the country, and
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying, they just country boys. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And hell, that white
And
girl,
when you go on these college trips, you are being
with these
chaperoned.
with those
And you go on the
chaperones, quote
parties,
unquote,
it's nothing
the
but a
trainers,
bunch of
exactly,
white college girls
of course.
hooping and hollering with your jersey on,
No,
telling you to come here.
I went to Florida
Yes.
State on a trip, and I was like, wait, what the fuck?
Hmm. Hmm.
When they was actually in '99, and I was just like,
Hmm.
this shit real? Is this really how y'all recruit? Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, with
So
Becky
either
and Amy.
so either we got to send our black daughters to more of these white schools instead of the local,
No,
especially in California, or we got to send them to black colleges so they can go meet. Because I said in one podcast about a year ago that when I start seeing black dudes and black women from HBC start dating more white men or more white women, then I think we got a pandemic on not black men dating outside their race more. Because to me, 9 times out of 10, if you go to an all black school, you're gonna marry or be with a black man or a black woman
right,
because you're right there, whether they light or dark or whatever the skin color preference is. But you are because you see them every day, you're around them every day.
that's real.
So we can't blame these black athletes who go into these white colleges and there for 4 or 5 years and expect them to find a black woman in the city of the state that they in.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think that it's not impossible. I think about Stephon
Yeah,
Gilmore. He went to the
it's
university.
not.
I know, yeah, because he actually is married to a black lady. A black his wife was a sprinter on the over there at the same university, and those things are rare. But I mean, when
Right.
I saw that, I was like, "There's hope." Like he
Yeah,
was,
yeah.
I'm saying he was smart enough to understand what the game was.
But you gotta remember too that those black girls who go there, they're in the same predicament.
True, because those
You know what
universities
I'm saying?
they're almost like the sizes of cities themselves.
Yeah, so you go there and then they trying to holler at a black athlete, but then he see nothing but the white women compared to just seeing her. And you know what I'm saying? And she playing sports and whatever, it's just it's rare. But that's why I said if you see men and women from HBCs going out their way to go date other races or white, no, I'm not saying you might get a percentage that does, because you start getting their ass sneaking into our colleges now and they look
Mhm.
like a needle in a haystack. But when you see a lot of black men from HBC, a lot of black women from HBCs seeking other races of nationalities than the ones they see every day, then we got a pandemic problem on that.
Right. Well, look, I appreciate you coming out there and getting my mind right, brother, and giving me that motivation.
Yeah, hey, I'll definitely sub it. You gotta somebody that I'll definitely come and watch your channel.
Most
Hop on the
definitely.
panel if you open it up. You know what I'm saying? So I've heard you, and like I said, I've heard the fairness, and I've heard when you snap when you don't feel something's whatever. But like I said, you will be more powerful by opening up your own channel and having those topics.
Right. Gotcha. Well, I'm about to go drop down. Uh, It's one of the few times in which I won't be the last person.
Hold up, you gonna leave me up here with all this shit going on in the chat?
Huh?
What's going on in the chat?
I really was concentrating on the movie, but what's going on? I don't know.
Oh,
Wait,
okay,
what?
go ahead. All right,
Wait,
go
hold
ahead.
on, hold on,
Go watch your movie.
hold on. Damn,
Go watch your movie.
man, fuck a movie.
Go watch your movie.
Tell Uppity come on the panel.
Man, I mean that's just.
You're not gonna do it.
I'm not trying to get you in trouble. Go watch your movie.
I ain't getting in trouble. I'm just looking at like I just honestly I didn't see it.
She sure won't be black.
Ooh shit.
And tell
And
Uppity she ain't gotta be mad at me because I didn't know who Christian and Cherish was.
Wait. Uppity. Wait, calm, baby.
and I'm trying to figure out how
Uppity,
is this
please.
conversation about me, and Danini didn't say a word.
Yeah, wait, what happened? Wait,
She
what?
Uppity is upset because I'm exposing Crystal and Karen. That's what she mad about.
Oh,
Oh God.
that's my fault then.
And Warren, when you going? Warren, well, hold on, Warren. When you gonna bring back your channel?
My channel? What you mean? My channel up?
I ain't been. Unless I ain't sub to you no more. I ain't really seen you did no work on there.
I've been going live for like the last month, like at least.
Uppity.
Okay, well,
Look,
maybe I'm not getting
the last
notifications
thing I
because I
want to
ain't
do
seen
is
the
upset
channel in a
you.
while.
If that got to you.
Hey, drop the link to one of your channels in the chat for me, then, Warren.
All right.
All right, for sure.
Warm greetings, everybody. Denise, I didn't mean no disrespect. This is just how me and Warren get down. Me, Warren, and Supone definitely have had a falling out over this whole entire thing, and it just kind of is what it is. Warm greetings to you, Miss Cynthia. It's so good to see you, Aries. I love you, and I appreciate your
Hey,
masculinity.
Uppity, how you doing?
Brother, I am who I am. I don't know you, but warm greetings to you as well. So,
I'm saying to you.
I stand by everything that I said in the chat. And I'm not taking it back. I feel in myself, my opinion, and I could be wrong, but what I was saying in the chat that everybody thought was so rude and nasty is that I feel Warren does not like CK. I have the floor, right? So I'm good. I won't be interrupted. I feel like Warren does not like CK because her message he feels, right? In reality, I know Denini's love is strong. That's a strong woman. That's a loyal woman. That's a principled woman. That's a fucking queen. But I know he feels threatened by the fact that at any moment, if Denini decided, I'm going to get a man to take care of me, it would happen like that. Because all these niggas cuck Warren in his fucking face. They love Denini. They want Denini. These niggas don't want to be Warren because he's light-skinned and they think that's some bitch shit, but they do want to be in his place. Mr. Uppity said to me one time, if Warren fucks up, I'm getting Denini. And I cracked up laughing because we watch so many people on YouTube and all these different women, but it's something about Denini that makes Mr. Uppity want to tear her up. And it's all the things that is the reason why I know this relationship with you and Denini is going to last. But here you are, Warren, a 50-50 ass nigga. You fine as fuck. You light skinned it. You got that good hook in your dick. Denini drew your dick.
Oh my God.
Wait.
So I know
Whoa.
there's a way.
Run that
Everybody
back.
be quiet. Everybody, I need everybody to
Wait.
I need everybody to mute themselves.
Why are
I
you
need
speaking
everybody
on
to
this
mute
man's
themselves
Wait,
because
penis?
I
sis.
mean what I
You
say.
a roommate ass
Everybody
nigga.
mute.
Lord Jesus.
Everybody mute, please.
Mute.
Oh.
Warren. When me and Denini was on Mahogany Roots' channel and I drew Mr. Uppity's dick and she drew your dick, it was clear that you got a hook in that bitch that hits the fucking G-spot. And there's a way that you fuck her in the shower that you can't do on the bed because she'll wet the fucking bed, she'll squirt. So you find with good dick and a good personality. Now, what does a light-skinned fine nigga with a good personality do? When a Mr. Uppity who was fine as fuck and got a good personality and a great sense of humor and all that money do when he runs up on Denini? you can't compete. And crystalline kerosene is letting you know that you can't compete. And the only thing keeping you and Danini together is her love for you and her loyalty to you. Because if it was about a competition, a Mr. Uppity would take your woman. Danini would never have to work again.
Wow.
And if she did work, he would be proud of her because Mr. Uppity loves a strong Black woman. All her bills would be paid. And she would be fucked so hard she can't move the next day. Ask me how I know. And then on top of that, nope. And then on top of that, she would need to move the next day because the bills are covered. The house is owned. He ain't got no debt nowhere. The kids would be taken care of. Mr. Uppity fuck around and pass away. Danini's gonna come into $500,000 fucking dollars. But you know,
who is Mr. Uppity?
Mr. Uppity is my man.
I mean, what the fuck?
Mr. Uppity Unicorn is
hold up.
I'm
about to kill.
Shut up,
I'm about to kill all that. I'm about to kill all that right now.
I know Danini's not a gold digger.
You've been talking.
All right, I'm gonna be quiet.
All right. I'm about to kill all that because if Nene was that type of woman, she just wouldn't be the woman for me. And that would be that. I don't fear any of that shit.
What is that type of woman?
At all.
What is that type of woman?
Right, that's what I'm trying to. All right, exactly. So that's an irrelevant analogy. That
what is that type of woman? You just said Danini's not that type of woman. What is it? Because what kind of woman did I describe? I didn't describe shit. I described Mr. Uppity. God damn it. I described
a woman who just want to be fucked.
I didn't say what type of woman would be Mr. Uppity.
Who is Mr. Uppity?
Mr. Uppity is my
the
man.
The nigga that gave her that promise ring.
The $10,000 car on my hand.
Oh, okay.
But
Rodeo Drive quality. Because I was in a
the
long
story.
distance with Mr. Uppity for damn near a year. I have only lived out here for a few motherfucking months, Warren Danini Del Ferris. So
wait, I got a question. But how you know that?
Extra fast like
Uppity. How do you know that Danini and Mr. Uppity will even vibe? Our personalities will match each other for them to be together.
I know.
How was that?
That's a leap. It's
right,
not a leap.
Because he with you.
Fucking mosey. It's a
and you and Danini are different.
But wait, Uppity, I will say this. That's a stretch because you know YouTube, and then that it's like you only see like 25% of that person. You're not seeing all of that person.
Nigga, I know Danini. Danini is real. Danini is
she
sincere.
Is.
What you see on YouTube is what you get in her fucking life and her fucking house.
So
Danini ain't putting on for nobody.
That's not a put on. No. Wait. I didn't say a put on. It's not counterfeit what she shows.
Well,
but there might be some other things because I know I don't show all of myself on YouTube.
What else do we need to know about Danini? She come on camera with
let me say this.
Beautiful.
Let me say this.
You talking about the looks?
My ass. She got my lower half.
Okay. You talking about the looks though?
Can I ask you a question?
She got perky titties.
What?
Two kids.
Wait. Calm back.
What else do we need to know about
Danini?
I'm talking about the connection. Yeah, what's up,
Mr. Uppity is a Southern gentleman, and that's all the fuck you need to know.
Okay, excuse me, Miss Uppity.
Yes.
Are you high maintenance or low maintenance?
What do you mean? I'm bohemian. As a woman, I'm bohemian.
Yes.
But
what does that mean?
Well, I mean, I'm not into big names, but I like nice things, right?
Okay.
That's me.
Okay, so do you shop at like thrift stores and Goodwills? You know, even though he got a lot of money.
I don't shop at Goodwills, but I'm not opposed
okay. So
it's just I don't leave the house, so I order everything on Amazon.
Do Mr. Uppity give you allowance, or like he like buy you?
Yes, he does.
Okay. Well, then see, him and Danini wouldn't even match because even though Danini got money, she's still shopping like thrift stores and Goodwills.
Game.
So he wouldn't even want that stuff in his.
That is such a moot point. That is such a raggedy point to try to make because he would
no, that's not a raggedy point. My point was that how you know that.
But wait.
He would give her money to thrift.
I have a question
to make over a broke down ass.
You're gonna ask a question that.
But he might want to
get a new house.
Don't pay her no mind.
Can y'all mute?
Can we all
mute?
Because
can we all mute?
Uppity,
can we all mute?
Have whatever you like.
Wait.
Yeah, you can have whatever you like.
I love you. You love your man. I appreciate that, Uppity.
My man love Danini. And Warren be scared of the rhetoric of a CK. Because
I'm
if
not
Danini,
I
scared of
don't know,
that.
Denise. You
you're
might end up
scared
being a
because
sister wife.
look,
You
I
better
know
watch
Danini's
out.
not that type of woman, but the reason
Hey,
you're
I
scared of
am.
that kind of rhetoric is because
That's
if
why I
ever
said
she
everybody
changed
need
her
to mute,
mind,
though.
you would be
I
asked
wouldn't
out
be
of a good
scared of
woman.
that regardless. I wouldn't be scared of that.
Then why do you obsess? Watch some other shit. Make content
Wait,
about some other shit.
see, now it's
But you're
coming.
stuck on people
Ask
like
me that
Kevin
again.
Samuels because they tried
Wait,
to delete and deplete people like a CK.
Oh shit.
That's why you're stuck.
Ask me that
That's why
again.
you're
Why am I
always
what?
talking about this guy. You
Why
can't
am I
get
what?
over it. You can't let it go because your relationship survives on thoughts like his. If ever
What?
Danini were to think
What?
like a CK, you wouldn't have shit. You wouldn't
Hold
be
on.
able
Hold
to
on.
compete. You would
Okay.
be out of a
Hold
Wow.
room.
on.
You'd
Hold on.
be
Hold
back
on.
in
Wait.
that condo.
Okay.
She's a fucking
Okay.
rambling
Okay.
now.
I'm not
I
fucking
listen.
rambling.
This is deep. So, is this like y'all are just roasting each other, right? This
No,
is
I
not
No,
gotta.
no,
serious.
The
no,
thing
no.
is, I
She's
used to love
upset.
Warren, right? Sin, like
She's
I used to
upset that
fucking
I have
love
exposed
Warren.
CK.
I don't like Warren anymore. Warren
Okay,
broke my
because
heart.
this is all I've
This
got to
one broke my
say.
heart.
I like you uppity,
I like you
and
too.
so this is not. But as a married woman, okay,
Hmm.
I just feel like, and if I'm out of pocket, just let me know. But I just feel as a married woman, some things are inappropriate. And so you are speaking on Danini and Warren's marriage and saying that Danini would be with a Mr. Uppity and Warren ain't basically shit. That's kind of disrespectful to Danini. That's her husband.
So
Wait, who said that? Who said so?
I like Danini, and Danini
Oh,
knows
that was
I
her.
love
But
Danini.
that's not so though,
And
because that's her husband. Okay, it's all
no,
shits
the
and
reason
giggles,
is
but
so is
then
because all
to
these
me,
conversations have been had before. Danini knew
Mm.
prior to me coming up on this panel that Mr. Uppity has a crush on her. She knew prior to me getting up here. We've had
what the fuck?
similar conversations about this, and so have me and Warren. So this culmination is something that you're new to, but between the three of us, it's not new
Okay,
at all.
No, you
okay,
never
So
went this far
Warren
before.
is a
You never
guy
went this
who
far.
laughs when somebody like a rude imp straight cuckolds him. Somebody
okay.
like a rude imp could straight come and be like,
Mm.
"Yeah, Danini,
Yeah,
we
maybe
gonna
I'm
swap the
coming
fuck
in
out.
on
I'ma
tail
fuck
end
your
because I
blah
Mm.
blah
didn't
blah
know the
blah."
dynamics of
Yeah,
Now,
yeah,
the
uppity,
three of
it's
you.
been
I've,
cool.
Okay,
I've, I've,
I
uppity, I've
appreciate
went
that,
in on
Sin.
rude many
okay.
a time. It's like a waste of time to continuously keep arguing with him about that shit.
Arguing with who? What happened? Who
With
arguing? With
Rue
Rue?
behind my wife, I have cussed him out many
Goldfish.
of times. I have videos about the goldfish. Go look.
Well,
But listen, look,
what about Aries? What about all five boyfriends Danini got? You know Danini got hoes in different
Man,
area
I don't
codes.
give a fuck
wait,
about that.
Of
wait,
course
wait,
you
What
wait,
are you
wait,
don't.
wait.
Because
talking
you
Pause,
about,
can't
pause,
really?
because you get
pause.
cucked no matter what you
Okay,
do, and you can't go and beat up all these
I've been
niggas, so
mentioned.
you just laugh. It's your only recourse. You can't do anything else.
Exactly, and I wouldn't do it anyway unless they was in my face. I'm not worried about
Unless
that
it was in
shit.
my
I don't
face.
care.
I'm not worried about that shit.
Oh,
Where your bass at?
Exactly. You
Boom,
can
boom,
mock
boom,
me
boom,
all you
boom,
want,
boom.
baby.
oh.
I'm
Got
not
that super
tripping about
bass.
that. If you ain't
Mr.
met a
Uppity
real
voice
fucking
can't
man,
get
you
that
walking
high.
on 1-9.
Mr. Uppity
You
voice
Wow.
ain't
can't
in the
get that
8th
high.
grade. You sitting up here accepting fucking promise rings, man. Get the fuck out of here.
My promise ring is $10,000. What do you mean? You wouldn't accept a
I don't give a
$10,000
fuck
ring?
how much it costs. The thought is it's a
You can't
promise
give
ring.
a fuck
Who
how
the
much it
fuck?
costs.
Who the fuck is giving promise rings out at 30 something years old?
He's not
Like,
30
what the
something
fuck
years
are you
old.
talking
First of all, he's at least a
about?
decade
You are
older than me.
upset. You are upset because I exposed CK as a racist. That's what
She's
you
not
mad
a
about.
no, I'm not. And she's not a
Yes, yes, she
racist.
is. She says that black men are conquered, sweetie.
She's not a racist. That's not a racist
All
statement.
right, all right.
I don't feel nothing about that. That's like you telling me I'm short.
Is Mr. Uppity
And I'm
black or white?
Italian. I
Is
don't
Mr.
feel
Uppity
anything
black?
about you calling CK a racist. It's about you befuddling her message.
Excuse me, is
Her
Mr. Uppity
message is
black?
character over. Yes, he's African American and he's a pro-black at that.
Oh,
He's a
okay.
Negro. He's a boule ass
Okay.
Negro. He's a Mason ass Negro.
All
He's
right,
a black
Square.
Okay.
excellence ass
All right,
Negro.
brother.
He's a high value man.
He's a high value
He on the
motherfucker.
square. Okay.
And because he's so high value, he sees the value in a Danini.
How did you get him?
How did I get him?
you, you petty nigga.
No, I'm saying I don't know her, so I'm saying like how do they meet? Where they meet at? Like how they get together? Like why
Oh,
did he
that
choose
came off
her?
as a
You know what I'm
jab, dog.
saying?
That came off as a
Okay,
jab.
well, okay. So let me whatever. How did you guys meet? How did you get to know him and all that good stuff? Is what I'm saying.
That
Okay.
came off as a jab, so no, I'm not answering.
Well, I didn't mean it as a jab. I was
Yeah,
just, I mean,
but
that's how I sparked, bro.
let the record show
Forgive
that it
me.
came off as a jab. Next question.
I'll
Okay, well,
shut
how
up next
about,
time.
okay, so how about this uppercut then? Why he chose you over everybody else? Oh, okay. You know what I mean?
I give to Mr. Uppity what he cannot buy. If you're
And
But
what
how
talking
did you,
about this,
but how did you give him that before he got that? What was you doing then?
well, you obviously have to get to know one another, right? But I give to Mr. Uppity what he cannot purchase. If you're talking what Kevin Samuel says that a woman has to bring to the table, that's what I bring. If you're talking
No, I didn't.
FBI,
Okay, so
wait,
that's not what I'm
Mr.
asking. What
Kevin
I'm asking
Samuel
is,
says to every
how
woman,
did you
you must
guys
bring
meet? At school, at
FBI
work, online? Like,
work.
how did you meet them on school, at work, online?
Work. So
Okay.
if you're talking FBI, femininity, beauty, inspiration, not only do I bring that, but in my relationship with Mr. Uppity, I heal him as his oasis. Part of me not having to work means I can massage Mr. Uppity's feet and his ankles and do whatever he wants me to do because I haven't worked all day to the point where I'm tired and I have to neglect him. So whatever he wants, whenever he wants, he gets it out of me and he never gets a disagreement. I have been in
Wait, so wait,
relationships
wait,
where
wait,
I argue
wait,
before.
wait.
I can
So
count on
once you
one
got with
hand
him, you quit
without
working?
wait. I can count on one hand without using all of my fingers how many times I have had even a disagreement with Mr. Uppity. I've
So
never
once you
had an
got with him, you
argument.
stopped working? He told you to quit your job?
Hold on. One question. Uppity, let me ask you this. Is you growing up, you practice you were practicing Muslim?
Yeah. I
Okay,
was
so
also very much a pick me, which is why Crystal and Karazin and Shira 7-1 and these people, their messages mean so much to me.
okay. I don't reason why I only ask that is because maybe that can give some context to, you being taking that position with your man
I mean,
that he might
sure,
not
but
understand.
even as a Christian woman, because my mom is was the same kind of companion to my father.
Mm-hmm.
They married. I'm not married to Mr. Uppity. My mother was the same kind of companion to my father that I am to Mr. Uppity. Only my mom gave that to a Dusty. My
Gotcha.
dad
Okay,
gives
so
Dusty
okay, I
with
have another
my mama,
question.
and I'm not
I have
afraid
another
to
question.
admit that. However, I can give what my mother gave to my dad to Mr. Uppity, and
Mm-hmm.
it's functional, and it's beautiful, and it's peaceful, and we have
Okay,
peace
so
in
my
our
question
home.
is,
So when
when did
he's
you
Gotcha.
quit your
out,
job to go be with
Appreciate
him?
that. Thank you, though.
oh Lord,
So why did you quit your job to be with him?
why wouldn't I? I moved.
Oh, so you moved to go
I
be
left my
closer to him.
state. I left my state to be with him in his state. So when you guys are asking me about a promise ring, there was a long distance relationship. So
Wait, so
Are
how
you
did you
sometimes
work
guys
a
together
getting
man,
then?
married? Are you going to get
sometimes a
married?
man just, well, that's the goal, yes.
Okay. Mm.
So
Okay.
is Corona stopping that?
But we've only been together for a year. And for the majority of that year was long distance. You guys remember all those videos I was making from the airport?
But I thought you said
They
you
were
worked
all
with
over
him.
up at Unicorn.
I thought you said you met him at work.
Okay, point.
You was you stripping or something? A waitress?
All right. So these are obviously digs. At first it was an ambiguous dig, but now these are
What?
obvious digs. So fuck off. We're not talking anymore. Anybody else?
Oh shit.
You're gonna ask me if I was a fucking
This one
stripper.
left
Didn't this
like
nigga
Yeah,
just tell
that's
you I
this
was a
shit went
Muslim?
completely
Didn't
left.
this motherfucker just tell you, like, you know how many newspapers I'm in for being a conservative ass Muslim, building my community? I'm on a fucking FBI watch list. I
Oh,
used
I
to
didn't
deal
know
with
that.
don't
people
Then.
think
on
he
no
knows.
fly lists.
But
What the fucking hell? Google my name.
Wow.
I'm Chocolate Angel Hanley. I'm not just Uppity Unicorn.
well,
It's
up to
plenty of
that.
publications with my name in it, and you're gonna ask me if I was a fucking stripper.
That was the
If
reason
I
why I
was a
wanted to
fucking
ask that
stripper, I
question,
wouldn't be
though.
with Mr. Uppity. I have character.
Mhm.
I'm a decent person. I have a whole heart in my chest.
Fuck.
And when I'm not being attacked, I'm a fucking sweetheart. And that's why he's with me. I make him happy. It's what his money can't buy. I give him peace.
Okay.
Uppity.
Hey, babe, I'm out of here. This is some bullshit.
Uppity.
I
Up.
love you, Danini. I love you, Aries. I'm out now.
Don't let
I'm
this get to you,
I'm
Wait,
about
girl.
to say
wait,
uppity.
wait. I have a question. So wait. So okay. So the banter between her and Warren was just what? It was playful, comedy, or something? Because you come on here and say how that your man would fuck the Nene, right, and pay spend money and all that, and that's not bullshit. But me asking you, was you a stripper and you worked at Hooters is bullshit? What you see the fucking
Exactly.
the double standard in these women? You see how they be playing
Mm-hmm.
victim ass shit? You come up here and say all this shit,
Mm-hmm.
but then somebody ask you some questions. Oh, your feelings hurt. This is some bullshit. First, she said, because I listen to people. She said they work together. What if they work and they have a long distance relationship? So how else did he meet her? She a flight attendant or something? He can always catch her a flight. When he come into town, he go to the strip club. He go to the fucking Hooters. What the fuck? I don't. Do I know you will? Wait. Wait. I have a question. I just want to know because I don't know this shit. Ain't that the same chick that was talking to Taz, or that's somebody different?
Man, I'm going home, dog.
No, I'm
Shut
trying
shut
to
up.
understand.
Shut up.
Because I
Oh
thought she was
shit.
homeless at
Wait,
first,
dog.
about to
Why?
move to live with
Why?
Taz because she was
Why?
homeless and living with her mama or something. But then
Why?
you talk about somebody take somebody's man and who gonna fuck who. Like, if you
Wait.
don't get your disrespectful ass out of
Wait.
here, now I'm trying to
Wait.
find out, like, was that just a game that her and Warren
That was a
played, or
game.
that
That
she
was a
was
game.
real?
Just now. That was a game,
That was
dog.
a
That was a
game.
game.
That's
That
what
was a
I was
game. That was a
asking
game.
because
That was
Oh,
a
because
I
game.
I'm just
like
trying to find
ugly.
out.
Yeah, that was a
Wait,
game.
wait,
Yeah.
wait, wait,
We
wait,
had to go down.
hold up.
Oh.
I am. What was what a game?
The banter between you and her.
That was a game.
No,
No, that's not no game. That's
no.
not no game.
Shit.
Okay, so but my question is
Shit.
though, was this the same chick that was trying to fuck Taz or was fucking Taz or whatever
So
was going
I
to her
am.
and turn
Who you
Taz?
got on? Who you got in the Super Bowl, dog? The
I got
Chiefs.
Kansas City, but let's
You
get
got the
back to
All
this
right.
shit right here. Because I'm tired of women come up here and acting like victims and shit when
We
they come
betting.
up here and throw jabs and hooks and haymakers and all this shit or whatever. Talking about her trying to make Denini a sister wife and shit. Like, you don't get the fuck out of here. Like, man, what the fuck is this going on?
I am. Um, hit me
Huh?
that. Link me that your email, dog. Please in the back
I'm just
channel.
trying to understand because sometimes I be hearing stuff. I'm just trying to hear what I heard. What I heard. I just want to know because
I
Yeah, me too.
you
Cause
know because
Sure.
you heard what you heard. It's just the fact
she
that
talking about she got wait. First she said she got a car on her fingers. The fuck is a chick talking about a
I
car?
mean,
but wait,
right. But see, but hold up though. That's the thing that didn't make sense. I said he got you a fucking promise ring, but it's $10,000. So fucking what? You would have accepted the motherfucker if it came from a pawn
wait,
shop. You wouldn't have
wait,
cared about
No,
that.
wait.
but she said that was a car. Okay, shit, $1,000 is a car. Yeah, you can find a car
Exactly.
for $250.
Mm.
It might be fucked up, but it's still a car.
Yeah, I
Shit,
mean,
$10,000.
the longer
Like,
you notice, the longer people on here and talk shit, they just exposing themselves.
That's why sometimes you gotta mute up and let them talk.
Yeah, that practice was shown earlier today.
yeah, I just think that, it's okay to joke around, but we both know that Danini and Warren, they on YouTube and they have fun and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, they still a married couple. And I just think sometimes people get too familiar saying
Yeah.
stuff. And I
Uh,
and
uh,
I
uh,
think it's disrespectful. I mean, I don't think that any woman, I don't give a damn how much you talk in the back or whatever you all do, you shouldn't be speaking on no woman's husband's penis. I don't give a shit. That shit is disrespectful. And talking about what Danini would be with and how this man would take care of Danini and Warren ain't shit, that's disrespectful. I'm just saying. Now,
Well, the one thing I
maybe
will
I'm
say is
being
this.
too serious about it, but that
right.
shit wouldn't fly with me. You don't be
The
talking
issue
about my
is
motherfucking husband, goddamn it. Okay? Fuck that shit.
the
That's my goddamn
the
man. Okay?
that the issue is she is triggered behind CK and how I feel
But
about
this
CK.
fucking YouTube.
But let me
Right.
ask this: What do you
That's
feel
what I
about?
keep telling people. That's
But
what
what
I
do you feel
keep
about
telling
CK though?
motherfuckers.
What's your views on about CK though?
Who, me?
No, I'm
I
asking
don't
Warren.
listen to her. So
Wait, wait,
I
say
don't
say
have an
say
opinion
say.
on her. I don't know.
No, I
I
was
don't
like,
listen
what are
to
your
her.
views on her? I mean, because we might have the same. Well, I don't know.
I
What's your views?
feel that because relationship with her first baby daddy didn't work out to how she wanted it to work out, she felt like, well, fuck these black men. I'm gonna see what's going on with the other race.
Oh,
Because
oh,
Right.
wasn't
So
she with a
she
white man or something? Was she married to a
wait,
right.
white
She's
guy?
married
wait,
to she's
pause.
married to a white
Warren,
man
wait,
currently.
slow down,
What's up?
Warren. I just
Okay.
need some understand some clarification. She was
All
married,
right.
and her baby father was first black. I mean, her first
Right, right,
husband. Okay, cool.
right,
And then
Oh.
right.
she, because of that, whatever way it ended, you're saying
Mm.
that that was the motivation for her just to say fuck black men and go straight to white men.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
So is she
all
a
right.
divested community or a swirler? What is
No,
she?
And
she's a
that's another
swirler.
question.
She wrote, yeah, she wrote the
She
swirling book.
wrote the swirling book. That is the author.
That's the goat.
And
Oh,
my
That's the goat
okay.
of
Okay.
swirling. Okay, so
Okay.
another thing. What is the difference between swirling? What is divested then? Give me the definition of that because swirling I understand easy, but what's
I
divested?
don't know.
Because
it's
if
pretty
people
much the same thing. It's
It's
pretty much
pretty
yeah.
much
no,
the same.
I,
It's just that they're not divested. Women don't go looking just for white men. They look for anything that's not black.
so divested means
Oh.
to divest to mean pull away from the black community.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so they're a more liberal swirler.
Yeah.
They're
So
not
what that
just looking
means
at.
is they hate themselves. That's all.
That's what I'm saying. Self hate. But
They
again,
hate themselves.
but
If they
but
got kids, they hate their kids too.
but listen, I
So
think that the only thing that things I had on that I did understand was there's 2 million more black men, I mean black women than black men. That was the statistic she used because after I saw that damn chat, I had to look her up and see what was her stance on certain
Yeah,
shit.
I don't like the fact that she says that black men are conquered. I don't like that at all.
Conquered. Okay, so when I listen to the word conquered, I'm like, okay, we are subservient, we are weak, we are in that shit is infuriating. It
Right.
is.
She feels that the white man has conquered the black man.
Okay.
Mm.
Now, what I will say is this. I think that we have, as black men, not taken advantage of the fucking talent that we possess. We haven't utilized that talent that we have. So it might appear like
Yeah,
we're not maxing out our potential.
the simple fact is that's not true. Nobody is conquered by
But
anybody.
the word conquered is a negative connotation, similar to
Right.
when we have these conversations and when we talk about women need to submit. Submit
yeah,
has
but
a
Yeah.
see,
negative
you
connotation.
guys got to understand that at the end of the day,
Words are important.
she is but she's doing this for money. Because
And
first of
right.
all, how you gonna write a book and she ain't 80 or 90 years old? Like she the first one to ever go and get with a white man. Black women been fucking white men since slavery. So you know what I'm saying? They the first swirlers. So how you gonna just because you wrote a book, remind me of that black girl who wrote that book or play called Darkism. Like you the only one that's been black. You know what I'm saying? So she's just the first to get out, to put some
She's the
notes in the
smartest
book.
person to monetize
Right. She just
off of
monetized
shit.
it. And she's monetizing it because you got black women who was hurt by black men who they chose to pick and have babies with, and then they want to get with a white man or a Mexican or Asian. Go ahead. Go ahead. Because at
But
the end of
she's
the
with a
day,
black man now, but
No,
she's saying black men have
wait.
been conquered.
No,
So she's
no.
No,
talking
She
about
no.
no,
She
no. She's
married
not
a
black.
white.
She's married to a white dude. Her first man, who burnt her, apparently was not burnt her, but
so she's with a
muster
white
over.
man now.
Yeah, she
Okay.
married a white man
Yeah.
and
Oh,
made
okay.
that come up.
Oh wow. Okay.
So that is. But
Mm.
regardless of the fact, at the end of the day, if this was her way, her gimmick is one thing, but a I just don't like when people make those type of things their gimmick because it's almost like you feeding poison with your message.
Mm-hmm.
Just like
Yeah.
the young children being able to watch Kevin Samuels and his outward appearance, not the message, but the whole thing. If there's a
and
certain
that's
level
why
of
I say,
corruption, hmm?
and that's why I
Mm-hmm.
say it has to take certain people to combat these storylines, but do it in a way to where you're not beefing with the person,
Correct,
and the beef becomes more of the storyline
and the
than
message get
your
drowned out.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the only
Mm-hmm.
way to combat that and win this game. It's like go to your channel and spark your personal
Yeah.
relationship with who, this, what, when, and where, and that's how you're going to beat it. But the problem is we never combat people that we got issues with on things they say because we always try to use it as a diss to them. No, you need to put their name in the goddamn title. Just put the storyline in the title,
Right.
so I'm saying. So yeah, but my bad, Benini. If I was wrong on Uppity, I thought she was up here attacking people. I was just giving my 2 cents because I still want to know how they met and why he chose her at the end of the day. Because, like I said, she said he's working together, but there's a long distance relationship. Because I swore I thought that was a chick that was on here battling between Taz and Nyla on who gonna get,
I mean,
who gonna get money.
That
So,
was him.
that was
oh,
her.
okay. Okay. I thought
Oh,
she was homeless. Was she homeless and broke and had no money? And then all of a sudden you okay, let me be quiet then.
man.
That's what I
That's why I
thought.
said, bro. Just I was like,
Oh,
yo,
I don't
okay.
ask questions about that situation,
No, she said that. I heard it. If that's the same chick, she said that. So
and
she was supposed to go
believe
move with
me,
another broke man.
prior to her even saying anything, which is why I stayed quiet through the whole thing because I'm a firm believer of letting people talk and hang themselves per se.
Yeah, you were real quiet. Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
we folks
I
notice
was
this.
getting heated. I'm like, dang, Warren ain't even my man, but goddamn.
Yeah, we didn't have this conversation before.
We and had conversations about this offline, Warren and
Oh,
I.
okay.
So
Okay.
I'm a firm believer of, you know what, when people do that and they want to talk, in order for me to get the gist of the situation,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna be quiet
And
and I let
listen.
people talk. Yep, I
Mhm.
give people their rope.
Mm-hmm.
Well, with that being said, the reason why, well, fuck it. I misread that whole situation on Red's panel when Warren said what he said to me. I should have took that the same way I am just told me and said I got my feelings. I was like, damn, you challenging my manhood. That's the reason why I came back with that energy. But I was wrong on that end. So yeah, that was my mistake. So
Mm.
it is what it is. I said it.
Aries.
No, I mean, fuck, I can man up and apologize if I'm wrong.
Mm.
But now I got to go and start looking at videos and learn how to create a channel.
You need help creating a channel.
I mean, Pearl Ann said that I ain't got no job, so maybe this is my job.
I thought you had a channel. You got a channel, don't
Yeah,
you?
I got a channel, but I mean, I got to
Yeah.
build it up. Yeah, I got to build this shit up, man. Since I ain't got a job and I'm uh,
Oh.
bed
Now
bound and
now
shit.
now I am gonna throw one shot though.
Go ahead, go
Okay.
ahead,
You better have some masculine shit on there, okay?
man. Listen, man,
I better
some
see you with
hard
no
face shit.
candles. I
I
better
bet
see
not,
some chains and some nails and hammers as your
man.
backdrop.
Some fucking tools. I'm from my garage. You heard me? I'm be doing this
I
shit with
better
a
see
fucking
some
brad and
Kevin
shit.
bricks
said,
and
wait,
shit.
this is the wiper pin? Put it
Fucking
out,
fucking
Kevin.
deal. Kevin, it wasn't me this time, dog. Kevin, it wasn't me.
I better see all manly, masculine stuff on this
Right.
channel.
No color pink, no nothing. Mm-mm.
Oh,
No,
Nah, I'm
for
just
real.
fucking with you.
Bro, I can't breathe right now. This is wild. But anyways, like I said earlier, I'm gonna drop down now with that church finger. No, the church finger is kind of feminine. That head nod. Y'all have a good night.
Good night.
oh boy.
Peace.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh boy.
I can't believe she got mad at my questions and all that shit she said.
Now, I
Man.
mean, I can admit that if the conversation wasn't the way it was, then yeah, I can see the questions being disrespectful.
Mm-hmm.
But
Which one?
what, you was a stripper? Like, come on, man.
What?
I mean, that
Okay.
ain't what the fuck she was saying.
That's why I said if the conversation wasn't what it was, then yeah, I can see that
Yeah,
being disrespectful.
Uppity is a feminist. She feel that women should be able to do and say whatever the fuck they want to say.
And that's
Mm-mm.
fine. But when somebody asks you questions, well, this is my thing. She said, I asked her, how did she meet him? She said they worked together.
Yeah,
But
it
then
don't
she
make sense.
said, so then I said, so then you quit your job for a boyfriend? Not for a husband. You quit your job for a promise ring?
A promise
So,
ring.
but then she said that they was in a long distance. So I'm like, well, how you work together, but then y'all long distance? So I'm
Cause he
thinking
got
like, well,
money.
yeah, I get that, but I'm thinking that okay, so what? When he come into town, he go to this famous Hooters, he go to this famous strip club and Tipper, and that's how they met got to talk. That's what I'm thinking. Because like I said, if that's the same chick, like I said, I know just last year she was homeless, living with her mama, ain't got no money. So when you got a job,
Yeah, when did she ever have a job?
I mean,
that's
she
what I'm
spoke
trying to
a
say.
lot of times saying that she got several degrees. I mean,
Yeah.
who knows? Who like
All
really?
right.
Who
There you
knows?
bam. Right.
That's why her and Celeste get along so well.
Well, I just want to say, uppity. I didn't mean no harm. I was just trying to understand your relationship. With your boyfriend
Yeah,
that
well.
gave you a car for a promise ring. That's all I was just saying. But you know,
And see, that goes back to what I said. If a woman on here and she's talking about her truth and stuff, that's why a lot of them don't, because who they are is going to come into play and what they do and how this and how that. But of course, being on here comes with the territory, so you have to be open enough to.
yeah, but her
Mm-hmm.
truth wouldn't come into play if it's all true though. You can't say you this one day and the next day you come up with a whole new life for yourself. You got to be true all the way through. And then how you gonna come on here and tell somebody? Well, I mean, you're not my woman, but I mean, I got respect for you. How you gonna come on here and say that somebody else gonna fuck you with her man's dick and shit like this? And I mean, if you don't
Yeah,
get
that's all
your
I was saying.
yeah,
That's
like come on,
I
man.
mean, I
Like
don't have nothing to do with her personal
Yeah,
life.
it's
That's her business. But
disrespectful,
That's because she was mad about what I said. She couldn't
but
help herself.
yes, it was disrespectful. But I'm telling y'all, when a woman get in that place, a lot of truth come out. So you have to be quiet and let her
mm-hmm.
talk. Just
Mm.
just just let her talk. Because I mean, I have my theories.
He wants you.
Warren have his theories. So it's like, shut
I
up,
got mine
oh,
too.
I
I've
know what
heard
let her
this.
happened.
talk,
See, I have
let her
Oh,
heard
that
this has happened a
oh
couple
let
that
of
her
times.
vent,
pajama party night.
and it's
She
gonna
trying to
come
make
out.
you a sister wife
She
off that
said,
pajama party night y'all had.
what the fuck?
She trying to make you a she trying to make you a sister wife. She trying to get you to whatever city she is. Off
That's
that
why
pajama.
I didn't. That's why I didn't say anything. I like people. I'm not gonna just assume that this is what you're doing and what you're saying. I want you to say it. So when you're talking and you're ranting, I be quiet. I'm gonna let you say it.
Hell pit biatch!
Yeah,
Oh man.
yeah. I
Okay.
didn't like.
I get it.
I just. I don't like
I
that.
mean, I didn't like it either, but
Right.
I'm patient. I
I
am
get what you
very,
did. Yeah, it's not. Yeah, you be quiet and you listen. That way, you hear everything you need to hear.
and y'all know I'm always with the shits, but when it comes down to something like that, oh no, I want to hear.
Yeah, you want to hear it all. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh-huh. I feel you. I got you on that. Yeah. It's just this is the second time I've heard this conversation and narrative around Warren and his penis and you
oh
guys
no,
married.
it's
Because
not the
Celeste
second
did it. I
time.
remember before it was Celeste and her, and then it's like, what is the fascination with Warren's penis? And why is this always a topic in a conversation? Shit.
Because they want to know. That that's
Uh-huh.
what that's what I get out of it. Like they want to know. So I want to hear how far she's going to go with it.
Mm-hmm. Right. That's why I say I feel you. I know I got it. Yep. I got it.
That's that men check men and women check women thing. See, when y'all see stuff like that going on, and you know there's a female that's around that's always running her mouth and she play, but you see her get quiet, that means y'all shut the fuck up. Okay?
All right.
Shut up and
I
wait for
got
it.
you. I got you. I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm gonna be quiet next time.
Be quiet for
I ain't
a
gonna say.
reason. When I'm quiet, I'm quiet for a reason.
Oh no, oh no. If you gonna
What?
come out there and spread blame, you gonna take your L too.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Prepared me for upping. That's all he done.
Okay,
I ain't
what's
can't wait.
like?
How the hell she know that he has a curve?
Because I drew it.
That's my point.
Okay. I drew it on a sheet of paper. So she
but-
knows that much.
Okay, but what
She
I'm saying
knows
is, you missing my point though. Don't put all
what?
your business.
Why they want to know?
Wait, but hold up though. Uppity did the same thing. She drew a picture of her dude's shit.
And
Ain't nobody
again-
saying nothing about his shit.
For real.
Wait, slow down. I would tell her the exact same thing. Anybody drawing dicks of their men, y'all fucked up. And now you upset
Man, I'm
because
gonna
of
spit my
Yeah,
water out.
because she did compare.
right.
Because she did compare.
Exactly. So all that to be said. I mean, you giving all that fucking heat.
So
How the
so
fuck do they
Mr.
know
Uppity
this?
must not be working with nothing. Because she showed
No,
go back and listen to that stream. She was like, and then you draw Warrens, and she wanted to say it blew my man's out the water. That's what she wanted
right.
to
That's
say.
pretty much what. Yeah, because I mean that shit. That shit reminded me of how Action Potential got played by Rue. Okay, but no,
He's all this shit.
all that to be
She
said.
think about it. Maybe she get off to it at night.
Hey, that's that tough question that I don't know.
You know what? Maybe these women trying to get you to break up with Warren so they can go and take Warren.
Bruh, I'm telling you, when I
She like because she like sloppy seconds. It's just I don't think Warren broke enough though.
I have a list of things I think about.
I am.
What's up?
I am. Nigga.
Hey, I'm just speaking facts,
nigga. Listen,
just speaking
it
facts.
would be the night in which I wasn't drinking that this shit comes up, nigga.
Yeah, we need you sober.
Who, me? Man, this shit here.
Hell yeah, 'cause when you've been drinking, you worse than I am.
But I'm as long as I'm not as man. Okay. Man,
your questions to come out.
I'm just like, what the fuck? Only thing I know, but no, seriously, that's my only thing. I'm like, the only thing that which I'll be. The only thing I can come at you about is don't put your man dick on display.
Yeah, I haven't done it since then.
I get it. They was having a ladies' night. I get it.
Yeah,
man, ladies' night on YouTube, my nigga.
Well, shit, it's COVID.
You right. It's similar. So this is what you did, Danini. You allowed Warren to walk all throughout these YouTube streets with gray sweatpants on with no underwear.
Yeah, I did.
That's all that
was.
was.
But at the same time, what happened to the girl code?
What code?
What happened to the?
No, when it come down to meat, man, please. That's another thing I need to address on my channel.
I see.
From that shit you was just saying, my dick shouldn't have came up, and none of it ain't have no relevance.
Again,
but that's what she thinking about. So that's why it came up.
Listen, what she was saying, I ain't say I'm not keeping for her. But what I'm saying is because I was looking at the shit with a slant. But nevertheless, I was like, how the fuck she knew this nigga got a hook? That was the question I had in the first place. That's all.
Because I drew it.
You addressed that.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, y'all notice I didn't get confrontational with her at all.
No, you didn't. I got you.
I'm a firm believer of people gonna do what they want to do anyway.
But didn't she already know you had a problem with her doing that before?
Yeah.
Dang.
But people, just like I said, people gonna do what they want to do. So I'm gonna be up here fighting about that why.
Exactly. That's why I said
the same thing with Rue. That's the same thing as you bargaining with rule. That's what you. It parallels. I see it now.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I'm not about to keep arguing with this nigga. And then people say, well, you just be letting him say shit to the Nene. Bitch, I've been going in on this goldfish looking ass nigga. The fuck you talking about? You better go check my fucking catalog.
The only thing that I will give you pushback on, and it's not because that's your marriage. And again, man, matter of fact, that's your marriage. I'm shutting the fuck up because if y'all are good, y'all are good. I know that.
And let me say this. I think you said this on one of these panels about Warren allowing people to come at Denis and all that. Man, this is YouTube. If Warren speak up for every dude that's gonna say something, holler at Denis, this gonna have to be his job. You don't have to be on here 24/7. The thing is, people know that they married, so sometimes they just don't do it to trigger them. You never like it's another couple. What's that dude? Curlin and his wife. Is it Curlin?
Yeah, Eric Bells
and Sister George.
Oh, Sister George.
Yeah. So like he can't defend her 24/7 because everybody's gonna come out. You know what I'm saying? Either because they don't like him and that's his wife, or they just don't like the wife and that's that. Whatever. Long as those two are good behind the doors, or somebody, I mean, I can't say they really get disrespectful, and I shouldn't be disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? And like, I get it. You know, like if I see it, I'm gonna say something. But he deals with it every day.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, people that
that's gonna be a motherfucker go to because they're gonna figure, well, every time somebody say something, he gonna say something.
Right. That's the thing.
Right.
My thing is this. But this is my thing though. A dude, yeah, boyfriends, whatever, play for this, that, and the other. But when nigga get out of pocket, like Ebony Man, that nigga
but what can you do? Who knows what Ebony Man is?
I don't know.
What you know, hire a private investigator to go?
I don't know. It's not that. It's just that nigga needs to be spoke on him. That nigga needs to be ridiculed. And I roast that motherfucker.
But this is YouTube. Who can you really put in check? Who can you really put in check on YouTube who you don't know where the hell they live at?
No, you can't do it like that though.
And every man's case, you know what he look like. Well, at least I don't know what he look like.
I mean,
it's just you can tell by every man's behavior that he a lame, so it's a waste of time.
I know how to get Ebony Man though. When he stopped being disrespectful, if I ignore Ebony Man, it hurt him a lot more than anybody going in on him.
Okay. Yeah, well, I mean, you know the secret. It's just the fact that shit, you got better restraint than I do, because if I see disrespect like that, I'm like, wait, what?
Right, and you are the same way. And I've seen you take it for Nene, and people think, oh, that's Nene New Man, or they gave you that title. I've heard that title in the thing. But like, how many people have you kind of went at because you feel some people, you know, talk about your friend Nene or whatever in a, you know what I'm saying, in a way that you didn't like? It's a lot. And it's gonna be a lot more.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, not a lot.
Well, but I'm saying is
go ahead.
Right, but long as you stay in the vibe pair, long as you stay cool with the Nene, it's gonna be more and more and more and more.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that everybody don't like her, but you got them certain ones who just gonna talk shit.
I just think that is bitch made when a man is shooting daggers at a woman. Now, if women go at her, fuck it. But a nigga, like, that's what you do?
Right. And then unwarranted. That's the you know what I'm saying?
Oh, right, exactly.
Unwarranted.
That's the shit that gets under my, and fuck it. Man, matter of fact, I saw one nigga do that shit with Bomb. And I went in on that nigga. It's like, you don't do those. You showing your bitch when you do shit like that. Unwarranted?
Because that's just like I know a relationship between her and Rollo, and I was sub to Rollo. But when Denise and Rollo went out, I unsubbed from that nigga. Like, nah, nigga, you ain't gonna make videos about, you know, somebody I like cool with on whatever.
And that's real. Hey, listen, exactly. And you did, but listen, in the moment, how I felt the same way, but I didn't know the dynamics behind it.
Yeah, I was like, well, fuck that nigga.
Because some man, fuck, what you call it? It took a Bomb to come out there and tell me they argue every fucking 3 months. And I was like, oh,
yeah, so,
okay,
you know, I seen her taking up for him with somebody else. I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe it's
exactly.
You know, it's like a brother sisterly love shit. So okay, cool. But I was like, fuck this nigga. I'm on seven from this nigga. Nigga making videos about the Nene. Fuck this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because I think I even got blocking his chats out there some shit one day when he's in his car talking shit about the Nene.
Nigga, that's real. That's real though, because you loyal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's how I am. But I'm learning in these YouTube streets.
Same thing with Bomb when that who was that? Some bitch that nigga come over here talking about her pussy picture. I mean her vagina pictures and shit. I'm like, nigga, don't come over here with that shit.
Yeah, cause I'm about to
Who
say
was that? It was some dude. Come over here talking about Bomb, pussy pictures or whatever, and talking shit about it. Who was it? It's like last week or some shit.
last week. This is
What?
recent.
Last week? Why did
Man,
you
give me
see
that
that?
name.
It was like
For
last
real?
week. What's this nigga name? The one who wife was he called his wife fuck another man in their house.
Oh, wait, what?
Wait, what?
The dude that said some shit about trying to bring up Bomb pussy pictures or whatever was a nigga who caught his wife fucking another man in their house and he didn't do shit but leave.
I don't know who this man is, but he's already a
Me
bitch.
neither.
Damn.
He is a pussy made ass nigga. He
You
has
gotta
no.
ask Bomb about it. But yeah,
Oh,
I
you
went
are
off with
man.
it
Fuck.
and
Bomb
Bomb was
live
like,
right now.
and Bomb
Bomb
was like,
live?
nah, I don't.
Yeah, Bomb live.
I think she was. No, I think she's
Oh,
not
she
no
was.
more. I think she cut it
Oh
off. Yeah.
man, fuck. You
It
already
was
know
like a
how
real
that's my
quick
girl.
one. Well, you
Okay,
gotta ask Bomb. But
right.
yeah, and I was talking about that shit. I went that nigga channel and I said some shit because he had went live too, and I went there and said some shit and they blocked me real quick.
Exactly.
Bomb
I
was
see
like,
bitch
yeah,
made shit.
don't worry about it. But I was like, nigga, come over here talking that shit to the women over here, especially
If it's
when Bomb
unwarranted,
disrespect. Why Bomb
Bomb don't
disrespect
man.
him? She didn't bring up nothing foul,
Dog,
and you going
Bomb
on talking
don't
about
fuck with
yeah,
nobody.
Bomb. So yeah, what was that? What was his
Man,
name?
don't worry
Man,
about
I
it.
hope
I
you
will get the
think
name.
that thing about
Oh,
man, cause
his name is they call him L.A.
LA City?
wait a
I don't know if
minute.
L.A.
LA?
They call him
No,
they call him
LA.
L.A. and he
Damn.
beef with Lady La too.
What?
Damn.
Whoever that
I
dude is,
know
they call him.
Turtle Boy, bro. What's his name?
Randy?
Randy.
Wait, that's
Yes,
Randy?
Randy SoCal. LA is
Bad.
Randy SoCal. He
Bad.
wanted his channel.
I'm gonna talk to him
Oh,
tonight.
Oh,
Randy.
okay,
I'm
well
gonna talk
yeah,
to him tonight.
Oh, Randy.
Yeah, I gotta come see him.
Man.
so
Look, I
yeah, but
got
I
you,
was just
man.
like, yeah, but well
We're
yeah,
gonna have
ask
to have a
Bob about it though. But
conversation.
I was just like, everyone was like, nigga, how did you walk into your house, see your girlfriend getting dick down, and you just walk out and leave? I was like, this
No,
nigga.
I mean, no, it's not that. It's just the fact that he knew what he was.
Yeah. So
He
and this
can't
was
get
his
mad at
wife.
that. His wife?
It was his wife. That's what he said.
He kept himself under control in this heated moment. And he thought about it and then he restrained himself. He was angry, but he restrained himself.
That's a lame no. Y'all don't
No,
understand.
wait. He restrained himself. No anger.
Well, it couldn't have been me.
You're right. Because as a man,
That's all I'm
man, you're
gonna
gonna click
say.
the fuck out. That's why
Somebody getting fucked up, or the house getting fucked up. The police gonna be called. There's something going on.
listen.
Regardless what it is.
First of all,
I
you
ain't
need to
about to just go and
understand.
lock the door and leave and say finish.
Listen, there's
Fuck
some things
that.
that you need to take a heed of. First of all, as you're choking the fuck out this nigga, you need to be upset at yourself because you wasn't laying it down for her to be going out for another nigga. You have
LA is Lamar Wills. I thought that was Randy SoCal. You sure?
okay.
That's what he's
Thank
talking about.
Well, just either ask Bomb or ask Lady La.
Fair
Because he
enough.
got a beef with Lady La.
Fair enough.
And he came on Bomb telling him.
I appreciate that.
We talking about Lamar.
So if you're talking about Lamar, I need to figure out who that is and troll this. Is this him?
Man,
Yeah, that's him.
Man, I know damn well.
Man,
Okay.
Wait.
Well, LA, you got a new troll coming your way. Just to let you
You ain't got no troll. No. You got a nigga that might have to come up to that panel. And I might have to make him my Big J. X. Try to make that nigga go and have another exorcism and shit. Because we already know that he already bitch made enough that he ain't do nothing when Nick was digging down his wife, stretching her out. He just held his hand.
Yeah, that's him. Pretty Eyes got that LA, that RGR Smokehouse dude. Yeah, that's him.
Oh man, this is about to be easy.
Fun times.
Yes, this is about to be easy.
Nah.
I'm glad you told me that.
Exactly. Information is power. The Viper Pit. It's all about this, man.
Yeah, because who was else on that panel? It was because Bob was having a panel, and it was it was bomb because I was in the chat and and he was just telling this story about it because he had who was he yelling at? Who was on there? What's the other Aries? Is she
Aries Queen.
Aries or something? No, not the one that's in the chat. What's the one that always had the loud mouth, the loud mic? Her
Oh,
mic always be loud.
oh wow,
Um,
another Aries is in her title.
maybe it's not Aries.
No, it's not Aries. What's your girl name?
It's something.
I am verbal.
Yeah, okay, yeah,
I am
Wait,
her.
verbal.
verbal?
Yeah, Verbal was on
Yeah,
the
her mic
panel,
is
and him and
always loud.
Verbal,
Right.
and him and Verbal and him was going back at it over the story because he was trying to make it seem like he was doing the gentleman
Mm,
thing by just leaving and shit. They was getting in
mm.
his ass about catching your wife being digged down, and
Man,
you
what's
just
this nigga channel?
and somebody else was on that panel, and it was having, and then out the blue he just bring up, he was like, "Yeah, Bob, yeah, somebody sent me your pussy pictures and and I'm gonna do a live on that shit."
Oh yeah,
And I was just like,
bet.
this
So I
nigga,
need to find out how it felt for
yeah,
to see his wife screaming while that boy was shaking that dick, and he had to come out there with his keys in his hand with that dick look. That's what I need to find out. How did it feel?
yeah.
I have questions. I do have questions, and I
Thanks, Pretty
plan on
Eyes,
getting
for that.
answers. Thank you for that
Man,
You
key
said who it
I've
was?
information.
seen people that made videos about this man.
Oh yeah, him and some dude named Styles go at it a lot too. So yeah,
Man, this nigga, I just need the right channel because wait, this
yeah.
nigga?
He must have two channels.
I see a picture. This nigga look like a nigga named Otis. This grimy, like, no. Are you serious? Well, if you gonna wear a polo, nigga, shave. Even if you have a beard, shave. Nigga, what the fuck? Oh no, nigga.
He got several channels.
Yeah, he got a lot. They ain't making no money, but yeah,
Right,
he got a lot
because that nigga's a fucking degenerate. I could just tell. I mean,
going into
listen,
people.
but listen, it makes sense now. If his wife had to lay down next to that, yeah, she wasn't just fucking just one dude. She might have been taking the whole team, and I wouldn't even be upset at
Yeah, that's the one because he beefing with Styles.
him. Man,
Damn.
say it ain't so.
Bruh.
This nigga here, boy, listen, YouTube is a place where bitch-made niggas come out there and gain batteries.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they don't understand that they channel beefing is not what's gonna make your channel pop like nothing. And then to be talking about somebody when you over here letting somebody to dig down your wife and you don't say nothing. And
No,
then
that's
like
all
the
I need.
cold part about it was that she had called him and like I guess said something, and then he said well he went over there and the door was unlocked, and then he go in there
Man,
and
wait, wait, wait,
she
wait,
getting
wait,
fucked.
wait,
I was
wait,
like,
wait,
yeah,
wait,
she
wait,
wanted you
wait,
to
wait.
catch her.
Who told you this story, though? How
He
does this?
told the story. It was
So
on Bomb Channel. I don't know what the channel. I
what
don't know what the
the
title was
bomb?
called.
Oh my
This was
god!
like last, if not last week, at least no later than 2 weeks
Oh
ago.
my god!
You
So
gotta ask Bomb what that stream was. But yeah,
let
he
me
was
tell
telling
you
the story.
something. Let me tell you something. Any woman out there in this chat, if you married to your husband, I don't give a fuck how bad it is. If you call this nigga and try to get him to come to the house, have the door locked, you you don't give a fuck. You are saying this nigga's a bitch because a rational nigga will click out and try to kill everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have any fear of this nigga. Your
And he
husband?
was trying to.
Get
He
the
was
fuck
telling
out
the
of here.
story to get cool points by saying, "Yeah, I seen that, but I just walked away and left. I
So
didn't
that
even
means that he
do
don't
nothing."
even know how to read the fucking room. He don't even know how he projecting himself.
Man, that's the shit he was saying. He was like, "What I was gonna do? Fight her?" He's like, "I wasn't gonna fight the player because the
No.
player didn't have
And
nothing.
this
He
is
didn't
a
know nothing
prime
about it.
example of what the fuck
Nah,
I'm
nigga, the
saying.
player would have
No,
got all this
no,
anger."
no. This is exactly what the fuck I'm saying. Niggas like him need to be shot down by men because he is a justification for swirling shit. When we have that out here on YouTube. Point blank and fucking period. He would not be what black men, an example of black men. Fuck no. Can't happen. Mm-mm. But I digress. I'm gonna stop. No, I'm not. I'm going to go and stay up all night and look at this nigga because this nigga needs to
No,
be
you're not.
roasted.
You're about to go to sleep.
No, I'm not. No, wait, you can go to sleep.
Yeah. Just don't stay. Just give him one shot and call it a day. But focus on the other content though, because that, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I know. It's more than depth. I got you.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I just need to find out who his wife was so I can be like, so we can have an interview.
Yeah, that'd be a good interview.
Exactly. That's the kind of petty I like. So, when did you know he was a bitch made nigga? Oh, after the honeymoon? When y'all went to Denny's? Bet. Okay.
Oh my God.
You'll probably end his career with that one.
Yeah, exactly. That'll be it.
You get over there and tell the story.
Man, listen, it's just what it is. Matter of fact, that could be my story time. There you have it. I'm getting ideas. Thank y'all. Y'all have a good one.
Okay, I'm about to.
Yeah, this was fun, man. And no, but for real though, we should start that maybe what I'm saying, link up and start that show. Or or you guys start that show about men talking to men, women talking to women and having that dialogue. You should set it up one day, Denini. Cook it up, Denini.
I'm gonna set it up. I'm gonna set it up. I think it's something that's needed.
All right, well, peace. And my bad for speaking up on the uppity thing, but she was coming at my boy Warren too hard, so I just had to give her a little 1-2. It was subtle. I think it was subtle. But all right, I'll catch y'all later.
All right.
All right.
Okay, y'all. I'm about to go to bed and get my beauty rest.
Hell of fucking pit.
Oh my God. Good night, y'all.
Now it's time to say goodbye to all my YouTube friends.
Hell of pit.